Fantasy on a Friday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. 202 Your Time Check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Carey will be here in a few minutes. He is, I believe, on air right now with our sister station, The Arch. I think Courtney's doing a radiothon, so Courtney asked if he could be on, and Carey obliged. No Jamie Rivers today, but shout out, first and foremost, to Mama Rivers. It's her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, of course. Happy birthday to Mama Rivers on this beautiful Friday in St. Louis. Nice and cold. I'm sure it's nice and cold up in Canada as well, where Jamie and brother Sean spending some time with Mama Rivers. So happy birthday to Mama Rivers. If she watched last night's Blues game, she undoubtedly is disgusted.
I hope she did.
By what she saw. Yeah, maybe she just saw a little bit of it. That was ugly.
Yeah.
And the thing that kind of irritates me the most, Marsh, is, and I'm not blaming Monty on this, I'm just highlighting what he said. And I'll read the quote to you. The Bruins were really good and we weren't. That's fair. We had poor reloads, poor gaps. It's an effort thing. It's a simple thing to fix.
Is it?
Why, in the name of Jamie Barry Rivers, are we still talking about effort when it comes to this team?
I don't know. It's embarrassing.
Do they think it's still preseason?
I don't know.
Like, is there any confusion? Maybe they think, hey, these are exhibition games. We'll worry about it in the regular season, not knowing, in fact, Marsh, that it actually did the regular season, that is, start.
Yeah, it's December. When did the regular season start?
October?
Yeah.
This is rough, man. It's rough to watch.
It is rough to watch. As a fan, I don't blame you if you watch something else.
You should, at this point.
Huh?
What's a compelling reason to watch? You got conference championship games on. I know a lot of people are into soccer. You got some big soccer going on right now. Of course, you got the NFL rolling.
Yeah.
This is disgusting. Offense absolutely collapsing. 2 goals or fewer in 9 of their last 10 games, Marsh. 1 goal or less in 27 of the last 30 periods. I don't want to. I'll read it again. 1 goal or less in 27 of their last 30 periods. They're barely generating shot attempts, let alone getting the actual frozen black puck into the damn net. It's unbelievable. The Stars are underperforming greatly.
The Dallas Stars are actually doing pretty well this year.
No. I'm talking about the Blues Stars.
Oh, yeah.
No, the Dallas Stars, as we know.
Forgot about them.
As we know. Of course you forgot about them. You haven't seen them play much. Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, Pavel Buchnevich, far below expected production. The injuries continue to mount. But the injuries are a byproduct.
I don't care about the injuries.
The injuries came second.
Yeah, we've been watching this for a while now.
Marsh, you and I were kind of watching some of the breakdown of it last night, and you pointed out a couple of times how many, whether it's a defenseman or a forward, just puck watching, just standing there.
Yeah, well,
3 guys surrounding one for the Blues. You think you got some numbers? Nope, not when you're watching the play happen in front of you.
You know, there's a goal where there's 2 defensemen below the goal line in the corner. You know, there's another goal where Matthew Joseph is just gliding out there, not cutting off the man who's entering into the zone. There's 3 dudes literally in the slot defensively, and somehow the guy gets a shot off in the high slot. And those are just 3 quick things that I noticed last night. We have a drop pass on. I hate the drop pass on the power play. I know everybody does it. That almost led to a goal.
Yeah.
It was just sloppy hockey, man.
You're a hockey guy. Why is it that the Blues can't generate offense because they can't get in front of the net? They can't get into the house at all. You would think breaking into Fort Knox would be easier right now than the Blues getting into the house and generating shot attempts in high danger scoring opportunities. Yet when the opposition does it, it's almost a free pass. Come on in.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I think it's just like a will thing at this point. And that's why Jim Montgomery mentioned effort. Like, that's what it is. And, you know, like systematic stuff as a fan, sometimes it could like go over your head, but it doesn't matter what sport it is. You know, you could just be a casual hockey fan and you could sit down and watch this team and something is off. Maybe you don't know the ins and outs of hockey, but you just love watching the game. You can physically see with your eyeballs that something is not right. And I think that's the effort part. I just mentioned like Matthew, and this is just an example, but Matthew Joseph and Oscar Sundqvist, they're like gliding out of the offensive zone when Boston has the puck. They're rushing up the ice. They're kind of just gliding instead of like cutting that man off into the boards and not really giving him an opportunity to take that puck in so easily into the offensive zone. They're just kind of gliding. Like, it's just stuff like that. It's just stuff like that that just kind of irritates you.
It's ugly. So Carey just showed up. Yeah, Carey just showed up from joining the Courtney show.
Yeah, they were
the radiothon,
raising money for the Children's Hospital and all of the great work that the children's hospitals do. So I was over there saying hello to the good folks and going to donate some money.
Well, good.
Going to have some good fun. And then I walk into this.
We're just complaining.
Well, you should. Hell, we all should. You know, if effort is something that your coach has to constantly talk to you about giving, well, you got a problem, in my opinion. A huge problem. Like, if I, as a professional athlete, as a collegiate athlete, hell, as a high school athlete, effort is something that you can control.
Yes.
It's you. It's no one else that is no one can make you go, right? It's internal. And so if I have to ask you over and over again to play harder, to work harder, to do the minor detailed things, that's a problem. And we have a problem on our team.
Yes.
Because I physically can't go and make you do anything. Effort should be the last thing that I have to question from my players.
So we had the good pleasure to talk to UConn women's basketball coach Gino Ariema.
Yeah.
And there is a video. I don't know how old it is, but it applies to every team in every sport. And Gino Ariema is talking to whatever group he's talking to for his UConn women's basketball team. And he's telling the women, I cannot coach effort. If you don't have effort, you won't be here. In fact, if you didn't have effort coming in, you wouldn't be a UConn Husky.
Exactly.
And I'm to the point now with the Blues where it's like, do what you have to do. Whoever's not giving you effort, do what you got to do.
Because what happens, it gets to the point where, as a coach, you have a decision to make. Like, I can continue to lose with guys that aren't giving me effort, or I can play the guys that give me all the effort, and I can lose either way.
Right.
So
I'd rather the team just be bad. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Instead, because we know that they can produce effort. We saw it at the end of last year. I'd rather the team just be bad because of the players are bad, like skill-wise.
I agree. It's a shame, man.
I hate to and I hate to have to I hate to hear it. Seriously, because as a coach, I can accept, you know what, you got beat on that play. You just weren't good enough. That man beat you. Now, I don't want that to happen over and over and over again. But I can accept, you know what, that play, that man was better. Okay, next play. Let's move on to the next thing. But if I have to worry about the things that you're doing to even get to that point, if you're not trying hard, my question would be, why aren't you trying hard?
Yeah.
What is it about you that you feel like you don't have to try hard? And I've said this before, and I know this situation, and this is why players do want long-term contracts with no movement clauses and no trade clauses and no ability to be traded or moved without their permission. Because most coaches will tell you, I tolerate you until I can replace you.
Yep.
And I've had coaches tell me, my job every day I come in this building is to find someone to replace you. Your job is to not ever let you be replaced.
Right.
To not allow me to find anybody that is better than you. That's your job. That means you have to work hard, show up, be on time, be present, be locked in, do the minor detailed things that allow us to win and have success. And my job is when you're not doing that, to find someone that can.
Yeah.
The Blues are in a position where if you feel like the guys aren't performing well and the guys that need to perform well aren't performing well, you really can't replace them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the Cardinals, and I know that we were crapping on the Cardinals for a majority of the season, but I will say one thing that they did was that it seemed like they always tried to fight back. There were times where they would come back in games, and I respect that out of that group. They might not have the most talented group, and that definitely showed over 162, but I thought there were times throughout the year where they fought back in games, and they lost games because they simply didn't have the best roster. They weren't good enough. I don't see that fight back from this team right now. I'm not saying that they're not capable of it. We know they're capable of it. We saw it last year. But right now, I'm not seeing it, and it's very disappointing.
Does it feel like to you guys that Jim Montgomery, you know, like as a parent, Marsh, you know, maybe one day you'll get there, but Carey, I know you probably have gone through this mentally as a parent, where your kids are, they continue to make the same mistake over and over and over and over again. No matter how much you tell them, it doesn't matter if you encourage them positively. It doesn't matter if you metaphorically, you know, stick a boot up the rear end to try to get,
or literally.
I don't know. Metaphorically, yeah.
He didn't grow up in my household, Anthony.
No, I'm not talking about.
It wasn't.
I'm not talking about the 90s.
It's almost literal.
I'm talking about us as parents.
At some points
Times
in my
are
house.
different now.
Times are different.
Things change, Mox.
My point is, it doesn't matter how many times you know they're making the same mistakes. You know they're capable of doing what you're asking them to do, and they just won't do it.
Yeah.
So you stand back and you're like, all right, okay. We'll see how this works out for you then, because I'm done reminding you and telling you and whatever, right? It almost feels like that's where Monty's at. And that's frustrating as a fan because you wake up, do something. But it almost feels like Monty's like, yeah, it's a simple fix. They just got to have more effort. And he's kind of like as a parent just waiting back and be like, you continue to do how you're doing it, guys. The losses continue to pile up. I'm here, though. Let me know when you want to do it right.
The other thing is when you're using the example of your kids, if they're not doing the things you ask them to do, you start taking away the things that they like to do.
Very true.
So that video game that you enjoy playing so much after you get your homework done, that's over here.
Yeah.
That
TV.
The TV. Nope. You read a book. So in some instances, you have to take away. You know what? You're not gonna play in the game this weekend. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So in that regard, if you're equating those two things, the only thing Monty can do is remove playing time.
Yeah.
And I would say it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to not dress and watch the game in the press box. Mm-hmm. I would venture to say it's probably more embarrassing to be fully dressed and sitting your ass on the bench the entire game and not playing at all. Or you get one shift. All right, go out there, skate around. Now you're here. And you never get an opportunity to go back out there. That, to me, is more embarrassing because now, well, is Robert Thomas dealing with an injury? He only has one shift and we're in the second period. No, he's fine. He ain't playing well enough. But Booch he's only had 3 shifts. We're in the third period now. Why is he not playing? No, he's fine. He's healthy. His ass just ain't gonna like. If that's it, to me, that would be more embarrassing. It ain't like football, because in football you can blend in.
Yeah.
You got to keep your helmet on. You can slide in the back. Nobody knows if you play it or not. You might be but if you are a top line guy and your ass is sitting right there, and if you're the coach, maybe you just position yourself right behind him because you know where the camera's going to pan, and they're wondering, well, why the hell isn't he playing? Yeah. Now your team's going to be dog tired. The 9 guys you got rolling out there, on 9 forwards, tongue going to be hanging out their mouth. But you might be proving a point to the guys that you feel like aren't performing well enough.
And maybe those guys wind up saying something.
There you go.
Like, I was just tired because of you.
Now we're holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
Get your together because, or you know what, don't. I'll play 25 minutes a game. Sure. I don't care.
Yeah. By the way, Carey, you missed it, but happy birthday to Mama Rivers.
Happy birthday, Mama Rivers. You are a saint. You have two wonderful children. Jamie is
Sean's a good guy.
Sean is an awesome dude, man.
Sean's unbelievable.
Sean's unbelievable, man.
Yeah.
Sean, we got when you come back, have a drink. That brother of yours, Jamie. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. No, we
love you, brother.
We love Jamie. We love the whole Rivers family. All right, that'll do it for the hockey portion of our show today. I mean, maybe we'll get some stuff in what's trending or Sports Six Pack, but boys, it's going to be a football Friday. We got conference championship games starting tonight. We've got a full slate in the NFL, and there are marquee matchups littered throughout that NFL Sunday. So we're going to break it all down today. Thoughts, opinions, predictions. It's all coming at you in the next 4 hours. Last night, I think we all got a little bit of a reminder in that Lions-Cowboys game, if not two reminders. Tell you what those are next on 101 ESPN.
Missouri, it's happening. FanDuel Sportsbook is live and ready to roll in the Show Me State. And they're celebrating with a little something for everyone all this week. Every customer gets a no-sweat bet every day. That's right. No matter what you're betting on, if it doesn't hit, you'll get bonus bets back to keep the action going. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or whatever you're into, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and built for every kind of fan. The interface is quick, the payouts are fast, and the experience is top tier. So download FanDuel or visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started. FanDuel Sportsbook now, live in Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required each day. Refund issued as non-withdrawable. Bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $20. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
So the Lions knock off the Dallas Cowboys last night. I didn't check. Do we tie the Riz show for last night?
I haven't seen it. I told you in the office I had every intention, and I mean every intention, to change my pick right before kickoff. And you know how sometimes the internet in certain places moves a little slower than you like?
Yep.
And that wheel just spinning. I'm like, come on. And by the time it got done, Brandon Aubrey was waving his hand up to go kick the damn ball. I'm like, no.
There we go.
It's too late now.
Jamie and I had the Lions. Rafe and Learn had the Lions. So, yes, we're even going into Sunday's action. I think last night's game, there was a couple of reminders. One, while we were all praising the Cowboys for jumping back into the playoff mix, I think we underestimated the Cowboys' defensive struggles in the secondary. Now, I brought that up yesterday when it came to the Lions and my pick. I said I like the Lions here. I even considered laying. I was going to try to lay the 3 or 2.5. When we checked for bet the board, it was 3.5. I'm like, that's where I had to kick it over to you for a second. I wound up taking the Cowboys team total, still hit. But I really liked the Lions last night. I think when we see a team win, and the Cowboys had strung a couple of victories together, we look for reasons why. Just as if a team starts to lose, we look for reasons why. And I think what we started to do with the Cowboys, Dak Prescott's playing like an MVP. Oh, man, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, these two guys are unbelievable. They can stop the run. Can they stop the pass?
Clearly.
No. And they haven't been able to all season. And I think it was a reminder on that side of things, even with Amon-Ra St. Brown not at 100%, and he looked good last night. I mean, he gutted it out. But even with him not at 100%, the Lions still put up 44 points. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs is incredible. Jamison Williams, we've seen his role increase, and he has taken full advantage of it. He has looked good. But last night was a reminder that Dallas' secondary is going to be an issue every game from here on out, especially when you play a team like Detroit that can put the ball in the air. The other reminder that I thought was served last night was that under Dan Campbell, this is a different Lions team. He far has long ago rebuilt the culture. And this team plays with grit, and when their backs are against the wall, especially at home, they tend to punch up. And they did that last night. Any
concern about the Lions defense? Now, obviously, they were playing against a Dallas defense that just let them do whatever they wanted to. But Dak threw for 370. And
CD didn't play in the whole game.
Right. CD went out with the concussion. Yeah. They were.
He played first half, though.
He played early in the game, but he didn't finish the game.
And Robert Flournoy, who is a local kid, or at least he went to South. I think he went to SEMO. He had an unbelievable game.
Any concern about that defense that also lost Brian Branch for the season with an Achilles?
I think both things can be true.
Okay.
I think we could look at last night's game in a vacuum and then say, hey, if the Lions still make the playoffs, are they a dangerous team? No.
Because of the secondary injuries and the inability to stop the pass.
I think the issues are still there for the Lions, yes. Both things. You get this team on the road, if they got to go to, I don't know what the standings would indicate in terms of where they would go. Let's see here. They're still on the outside. They're still on the outside. They're still on the outside. But if they have to go to Philly
or Los Angeles,
Seattle, if those two teams flip, that's going to be a problem for them.
Yeah.
Anybody that can move the ball through the air. So I think the Lions, even if they make the playoffs, still got big time issues. But last night again was a reminder that this team's got a lot of grit.
The Cowboys essentially, in my opinion, with that loss yesterday, put themselves out of the playoff picture.
Probably.
And what was more troubling for me, watching their offensive line get worked. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, it was almost like they were like turnstiles. They just were missing. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson was getting by Muhammad. They were all just running right by the offensive tackles and getting to the quarterback. I thought that was very, very telling. But even with that, Dak still threw for 370. So, to me, I agree with you. The concerns for the Detroit Lions, they are an 8-win team. They are third in their division. They are on the outside of the playoff picture right now and need to probably win the rest of their games and get some help in front of them. But even with all of that said, the injuries are starting to build up. And if you can't stop the pass,
good luck.
You're going to have it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, I agree. Wholeheartedly. Now, Jahmyr Gibbs, that dude's special.
Special.
He is absolutely incredible. So could he take over a game similar to how he did last night with the 3 touchdowns? And he was killing them mostly through the air. Montgomery had the one long run, but Gibbs didn't have a lot going on the ground. He was destroying them.
No, especially is Anthony.
Through the air.
Got 120 yards exactly.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's what you needed?
Yeah.
There you go. Good. Congratulations for hitting your...
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Marsh, what was your biggest takeaway last night?
I think it's just like Dallas is there, but they don't have enough. You know,
They made things interesting.
They made things
now
interesting,
they gotta go home.
and you know they have all season long, but you know they're also a little slow out of the gate. You know, we saw that against Philly as well. They were able to make their comeback, and they made a comeback last night. They made that game entertaining towards the end. You know, who knows if the referees review that final interception that I thought wasn't an interception because it looked like whoever.
Oh, the ball moved a little bit?
Yeah. You know, maybe they score there.
Yeah.
Maybe they get an onside kick. Who knows? I don't know.
There was some egregious calls in that one.
That was another thing that I took away. The
I don't know
referees
how the
continue
hell.
to stink.
The pass interference?
The pass interference
That was terrible.
Was awful.
They called it on Ferguson.
They called it on Ferguson.
How the hell do you call that?
It almost felt like a makeup from some of the other issues. I mean, how is that not a safety on Dak Prescott?
That was awful as well because the ball, as far
He's
as
going backwards.
the entire football has to be out of the end zone.
It was.
Do you think it was?
Yeah, I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
They showed a replay from that angle that showed that the ball at the time of contact, the full ball was not breaking the plane.
They did show it. But they called it a say. I saw that view, but to me, like it's almost like, okay, as soon as he gets hit, then the play is over. That's never where they mark a ball at. They never mark it right here. Oh, he got hit right here. Ball play over. Like if I get hit and my momentum shifts me back 5 inches, then wherever I land is where the ball is going to be placed.
Well, I thought that was the rule as well. Like wherever you get tackled, that's where it is. But I guess that's a rule for safeties that if you're contacted before the ball breaks the plane, it's not a safety. So I was confused. They showed a replay for everyone on Prime initially where we're like, it's kind of a weird angle. But then as time went by, they went back on the broadcast and said, this is the angle that the NFL used. They showed it on Amazon or on Prime.
Sure.
And the ball looked to be fully, not breaking the plane.
So. Either way.
Yeah.
That I thought was rough. There was a couple other plays that went against the Lions that were rough.
Well, there's the offside. That wasn't an offside. The free
I
play
don't know
that Jared
what that
Goff thought he
was.
had.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous too.
Plus Dallas, there was another time I think the Cowboys wound up either picking up a key first down or scoring a touchdown on it, where their left tackle did what we always see the Chiefs Juwan Taylor do, where he kicks back, he goes early, and Dallas wound up scoring a touchdown. They completely missed it.
He left early a few times.
Yes, he did.
It was a few times where he was already kicking and the ball was just now being snapped.
Yeah.
So it was a few of those. It's a bad night by the referees.
The Ferguson pass interference was brutal.
Yeah.
At least Detroit went right down because they settled for a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
At least Detroit went right down the field and scored again. So it's like, all right, Dallas was going to lose this one anyways. But yeah, that was a rough one for the officiating crew last night. All right, so we're all in agreement. Dallas is likely done. The last night sealed that. And even if Detroit makes the playoffs, they're likely to be one and done. I'll say aye.
Aye.
I think there's still hope for Dallas.
Boy, you like the Cowboys all of a sudden. I don't get you.
Don't like the Cowboys, but I also have watched the Eagles play football, and Dallas only has 2 more losses than they do.
Well, you better win a division.
Well, yeah, that's probably that's their only path.
You better win that sucker. You Cowboy fan now.
The Cowboys ain't winning the division.
Well,
What the hell are we talking about?
Did you hear Marsh?
Have you seen the?
He loves them.
Eagles are 8-4. Cowboys are what?
And they split
6-1.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is possible. Is it probable? Probably not.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Kevin Garnett stuff.
Yeah.
All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. Why don't we get into Carey's favorite conference? Big Ten championship game is tomorrow night at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Why should we be buying into an Indiana Hoosiers team that was outclassed last year in Columbus? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Andrew Marsh here. Now you can bet all the game day action right from your phone. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app now and build the perfect same-game parlay. Bet the game live or try our quick pick parlays that are pre-built just for you. And with every bet, you'll earn perks that only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays at over 50 iconic destinations, bonus bets in the app, dining experiences, shopping, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RadioMO. Place your first bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Open to new users in Missouri who are 21 or older. First wager after registration must qualify and win, and bonus bets expire 30 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos or the promotions tab on the app for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues fall to the Boston Bruins last night by a final score of 5-2. The Blues will be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Ottawa Senators. Pregame starts at 5 o'clock. Puck drop is at 6. Tonight we'll have the American Championship game. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. And speaking of college football, we're going to dive into some college football throughout the day, but we're going to talk about the Big Ten. That's Carey's favorite conference. We'll discuss it next right here in the Fast Lane. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. As Andrew Marsh just noted in his Sports Center update, we're going to get into the Big Ten championship game between Indiana and Ohio State. These two teams met a year ago, and Ohio State, in my opinion, outclassed them. And I thought Frank Cignetti kind of took his... Why do I keep calling him Frank? Frank Cignetti is the old...
brother, right?
It's the old offensive coordinator for the Rams. That's what I keep calling him. Kurt Cignetti, excuse me. Kurt Cignetti.
Like Frank.
Yeah, do you remember Frank Cignetti?
I heard the name,
The
but
OC, the OC for the Rams?
Said, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Kurt Cignetti, excuse me. Kurt Cignetti. I thought he kind of...
That's his brother.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's literally his brother.
No, yeah.
Is it really his brother?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not a Jamie, it's his brother, it's his cousin thing.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, Kurt Cignetti. I thought he really just tried to play conservatively. He didn't seem like he was trying to win that game last year.
Yeah.
It's a different team, though. I mean, Mendoza alone makes Indiana more dangerous. But when you're looking at this game, do you still think that Ohio State and that defense will control the game from the outset?
I think possibly, but I do believe that this team, this Indiana team is man, they've been playing outstanding all year long. And I do agree that this, in my opinion, is a much different team than it was last year when they played Ohio State. You're looking at a team right now, Indiana is averaging 44 points a game offensively. I think Ohio State is averaging like 7 points a game defensively. So it's going to be a matchup of really two strengths. I've said this before. I think Ohio State has the two best players in the country on offense and defense. The best offensive player in Jeremiah Smith, the best defensive player in Caleb Downs. I think those are the two best players on their side of the ball, respectively. And I think that Indiana systematically has been picking teams apart and has won some really good games. Going to Oregon and winning that game, I think, is a huge win, a huge victory for them. And I think I like what they do. The other thing about Indiana, we often focus on their offense. Their defense is really damn good, too. They're only allowing 14 points a game. So they are, 10 points a game. They're doing an outstanding job, both offensively and defensively, of scoring points, stopping offenses from getting, big plays, big yardage. And Kurt Cignetti just has done a fantastic job of really overhauling that roster in a 2-year span. They made the college football playoffs last year. Everyone said, "Oh, that's a fluke. It won't happen again." They doubled down. They won. They have won every game up until this point and are playing in the Big Ten championship and are, barring a complete collapse in this championship game tomorrow, are going to be a top 4 seed and have a bye come playoff time. So it's been an outstanding time. With all that said, I think Ohio State is still the better team.
You also bring up an interesting point, like how far back, if Indiana does lose, how far back do they fall? I think the important thing to remember here is that Oregon is 5. Oregon's only loss?
Indiana.
So I think 5, unless Indiana gets destroyed, I think 5 is kind of the cutoff. So I think Indiana and Ohio State, if Ohio State loses close, I think they fall back to 2. If Indiana loses close, I think that as far as they fall back is 4. That's it. I do not think they go past 4. And maybe they don't slide at all. Maybe they're still 1-2.
Right.
But if it's a competitive game, I don't think if Ohio State loses a competitive, and it will be competitive, they're not going to fall back very far.
Do you expect all the starters to play the entire game?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
And looking at it, I kind of feel like
I think
What's
you
the
have.
point?
I think you have to stay in the mindset of
You got to play ball.
Yeah.
Like football players play football, man. It's not like an all-star game in the NBA. It's not like, it's not like a Pro Bowl in the NFL. Like it's a real game. And you want to, part of the carrot that is in front of you is we can be the Big Ten champs. If you're Indiana, I don't know if Indiana's ever won a Big Ten championship. If they have, it's probably like 60, 70 years ago. It's been a while. Been a while. Since they've won a Big Ten championship and outright Big Ten championship. So that's kind of the carrot dangling in front of them. And if you're Ohio State, you don't want to be the team that loses to Indiana and kind of put a blemish on your perfect season up until this point.
Right.
Ohio State ain't lost a game since they lost to Michigan last year.
Yep.
Like, they ran through the college football playoffs. They've ran through every team this season and been the best football team, bar none, in my opinion, regardless of the conference. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
They have been the best football team on the offense and the defense, and Indiana, in my opinion, has been the second best team.
The other thing to that, and I understand why you're asking, like, don't get hurt before the playoffs. I get that. Mm-hmm. Do you know when the last time Ohio State won the Big Ten championship was?
Ooh, it's probably been a minute. I would say...
That's your best guess.
2014.
No. That long? I'd say 2018.
You're both wrong. Marsh is closer. 2020.
Oh,
okay.
2020, they beat Northwestern.
Well, for them.
My point is, so Oregon
Illinois
won last
ain't
year.
won since
Michigan,
2001. That's
Michigan.
a long time.
Okay, well, I
What the
didn't,
hell are we talking about?
for Ohio State, though. My point is, the players on this roster have not won a Big Ten championship game. So I think that's the other element. Hey, let's accomplish something, protect our perfect season, and you got to play, man. If I'm Ryan Day, I want to keep my players in the mindset of we win every game.
Correct.
Period.
And you get a bye week next week.
Yeah.
So I thought it was interesting. Before they played Michigan, they said no one on that roster.
Right? They get. I know they get a bye for the playoff, but I think everybody's off next week because it's Army Navy.
Yes. So I was watching the Michigan game before Ohio State played. They said no one on that roster had won against Michigan. Mm-hmm. So that was like a huge kind of weight off of that team's shoulders, those players' shoulders, Ryan Day's shoulders, obviously. And if you haven't beaten Michigan since then, obviously you haven't won the Big Ten championship. So that's something else to kind of add to your mantle and say, hey, we're also Big Ten champions. Yeah. And also, we're having a chance to go win a national championship and be an undefeated team in doing so. So I think that, you don't want to go into it with the expectations of, man, we got to stay healthy, we got to do it, but you got to play the game the hardest, best way you can, the way you've played it all year long, and let the chips fall where they may.
What if Indiana's down like 3 scores at halftime? You see Signetti maybe pulling some dudes? Let's say it's 17 points.
I don't know if he will, because I still think you have to put up a good fight so you don't fall back too far. You want that bye. You get destroyed, you give the committee an opportunity to put, even though you beat Oregon, you give them enough. I mean, this committee is, as you've pointed out, Marsh, you don't know what their line of thinking is.
Yeah, I mean, the committee, if they had eyeballs, they'd see that all the starters came out.
But they don't have eyeballs, and you know that. They just do whatever they damn well please. I think Indiana has a real opportunity to win this game. I was so impressed by what they did in Oregon from a physicality standpoint. And I said this last week, and it bit me, but I might as well go back to the well because I'm dumb and I'm stubborn. Ohio State hasn't played anybody this year. The Michigan game was big last week because it's Michigan. But Michigan also got trucked by USC and by Oklahoma. While they were good and they were better than the Michigan team that showed up a year ago in Columbus, it's still kind of a above average Big Ten team this year. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a test for Ohio State. I'm going to take Indiana in the upset.
Wow.
Let's go Hoosiers.
Ohio State played the number 1 team in the land in Texas and beat them.
Stop.
By 7.
They don't ask how many.
14-7. That's basically a year ago.
It feels like it.
Grow up, Carey. All right.
Well, if Texas didn't play in that game, they'd been in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I got Indiana, small upset.
Nice.
I hope it's a good game.
I think
I
it's
hope
going
it's
to be
a good game.
These
no
Big
one
Ten
gets
championship
injured.
games are high scoring too.
Yeah, no one's injured. Everyone plays hard. Come out of there clean, shake hands, and then you get to do it again.
Give me Indiana 27-24.
Ooh. All right.
Who do you got?
I got Ohio State. I do. Part of me wants to go Indiana because I like the story. Like I said, and I
Well,
think
you can.
I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good bet, personally. Just my opinion.
Okay.
But you know, you're capable of doing whatever you feel, Anthony.
Well, that's what I feel.
Yeah. I don't agree with it,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go Ohio State.
You don't agree with the choices or decisions I've made. I get it. I understand that.
Let's see. Last time they won a Big Ten championship was
Indiana?
yeah.
Never.
Nah, someone said 1967.
Okay. I'll take their word
I
for
gotta
it.
find it.
That was the first year the Super Bowl was played. Did you know that?
1967?
There you
Who won
go.
that game?
I believe it was the Packers, right? No, it was the Chiefs
Chiefs over the Packers. In?
in Los Angeles Coliseum.
No, wasn't it the Gauntlet? Didn't we have the Gauntlet the other day? It wasn't in L.A.?
Is it Miami?
Was it Miami?
No, it was Miami was in two of the first three Super Bowls.
Oh, okay.
No one can
mistaken.
keep up with these things.
Well, no, I'm confused now.
Super Bowl one actually was won by the Packers, 35-10.
Okay.
We get this confused all the time, and it was at the Coliseum.
Yeah. The Packers won that game.
Yeah, 35-10. What's your prediction, Marsh?
Oh, Ohio State wins.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want them to win. I don't like Ohio State.
What?
I don't like Ohio State, but I think they win.
Fair.
Oh yeah, 1967.
Okay.
Three-way tie.
Look, guys, we're moving on. Okay. We're moving on
On
here.
Cincinnati.
How do you hold a star accountable? So CD found an article in The Athletic that he wanted to dive into. We'll tell you what that is next on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsham, Anthony Stalter. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Our guy, Carey Davis, was reading an article in The Athletic, and Carey, you posed the question. I'll let you kind of set things up, but you eventually posed a question about how do you hold star players accountable in sports?
Yeah, so I was reading an article on The Athletic by Rustin Dodd, and he went into kind of detailing how difficult it is to manage star players and get the most out of them. People often ask, well, what is the coach's job? Well, the coach's job is to get the most out of their players, the best players specifically. How do you motivate those guys? How do you hold them accountable when they aren't playing up to the level or the standard that you need them to play? Because your star player is obviously your best player, right? If they aren't playing at the level that they need to play, your team's probably not going to be successful. You can have a game or two here or there where your best player is not at his peak, but for an 82-game season in the NBA or NHL or a 17-game season in the NFL, it's not going to happen if that best player is not playing at their best level. So he was going through, a bunch of different coaches and kind of the philosophies and the mindsets of what they would do. Talked about Greg Popovich, who obviously one of the best coaches in the NBA history to ever do it, 5-time champion. Greg said he preferred to be brutal and between the eyes honesty. So like right at you, direct. There are stories where Tim Duncan is the best player in the NBA at the time, best player on the Spurs. He would just rip into Tim. If Tim isn't performing well, and what it would do is the lesser players or the lower players or the players that aren't making that much, they see that and they're like, oh crap.
Yeah,
like if you'll rip into what some would consider at the time the face of the NBA, what the hell are you going to do to me? Like, how are you going to hold me accountable if I'm not doing my job? If you'll talk to him like that, then you'll talk to me like that as well. And I don't get paid what he gets paid. So let me figure it out before I find myself without a job.
Sure.
They talked about Jim Caldwell, the former coach of the Detroit Lions and former OC of the Indianapolis Colts. He would talk to the player personally before he held him accountable in front of the team. So kind of give him a heads up. Like you're not playing well, but this is what we're going to do. And I'm going to say this in front of the team just to give you so you're not blindsided.
Sure.
And that kind of makes a player feel, okay, I know I'm not playing well.
Right.
But thanks for the heads up, coach. I appreciate it. You're talking to me. And
if
now
you know it's coming, you also you kind of let your guard down and say, okay, you start to look at the bigger picture as opposed to you're in your feelings because the coach just blasted you in front of your teammates.
Right. So you feel a little bit you were prepared, you were forewarned, and that you stink at that moment, but now your coach is going to let the entire team know that you stink at that moment, but he's already had the conversation with you. Bruce Arians, another coach of mine, he said he'll tell a guy, hey, you're a hell of a guy. Your football sucks right now.
Yeah.
Like, you're it's not personal, brother. Like, you're a good person, good man, good father, you're a good husband, you're doing everything right in life, but football ain't your thing in this moment.
Right.
You stink. Like, you got to play better. And so I'm listening to all of this, and it kind of brought me back to the Blues. Like, Monty is doing, I think, everything possible to try to figure out how to get the best players to play at the level that they need to play at. Because if they don't, you're not going to find ways to win games. And then I started thinking again, I remember the quote by the great Bobby Knight, Indiana University basketball coach, and he talked about the best motivator that he knew, and here's what he said about that.
Motivational speeches and phrases and devices in the world, but the greatest motivator of all is your ass on the bench. There is no better motivator. Ass meets bench, bench retains ass. Ass transmits signal to brain. Brain transmits signal to body. Body gets ass off bench and plays better. I mean, it's a hell of a sequence of things that takes place.
I don't disagree.
And of course, Monty referenced that same quote. It was I think it was Logan Mailloux.
Yeah.
Was it Logan Mailloux or Jordan Cairo? Either way.
Either one.
Yeah. I don't know if you would say that about a guy who's playing, rookie. Only played like 10 games before he was with.
It's probably Jordan Cairo.
I thought he referenced it though when Logan Mailloux was sent down. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before many a times. I'll be wrong throughout the show today.
But I agree with that. Like and I said that in the first segment. The best way, it's not always, oh, you're not gonna dress. You're gonna sit upstairs and no. Sit your ass right here for the entire world to see you and watch you play one shift, 2 shifts. You're used to playing, 18 minutes a game. Now we're gonna give you 2.5 minutes this entire game, and you're gonna sit your ass here and watch. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to like it. And you're going to be embarrassed. And you're going to be frustrated. And then you're going to have 30 text messages when you get into the locker room and put your clothes on. Why didn't you play? Your kids are going to be texting. Your wife going to be calling. Your best friend. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
And now the embarrassment of not because I can't see you when you're in the press box, but I can stand right behind you as a coach the entire game. And every time they pan that damn camera over to you and me, people are trying to figure out, well, why the hell aren't you playing? Because you're not playing well enough.
Right.
Sit your ass here and you're watching anyways. When you're on the ice, you're watching. You're a passenger. You are a spectator. So why don't you just have the best seat in the house? You don't even have to be behind the glass, man.
Yep.
You can be in the best seat in the house. You watching the game anyways. Just sit here and watch it and enjoy it. You don't have to pay for the ticket. Hell, we'll pay you to sit here. And I think that's, those are some of the things, and I think it's one of the hardest things as a coach, especially at that level, right? High school is not as bad. College, a little bit worse, but NFL, NHL, MLB, NBA, like you're dealing with guys that are making $20 million,
sure.
$30 million, basketball, $60 million a year. How do you get the best out of them if they aren't playing their best? And it's on the head coach. So when people ask, well, what is the purpose of a head coach? It's that.
Yeah.
It's to get those guys prepared for the games. It's to get them locked in, but it's also to get the most out of that player so that your team can be the best version of itself.
I think when it comes to effort, though, you shouldn't have to do that as a coach.
You shouldn't, but
you shouldn't have to do that.
You're also dealing with human beings.
I just then why do you want that player on your team?
Well, you don't, but they got a contract.
It's one thing to, you mentioned Bruce Arians would say you're not playing good football. You could be going out there and doing all the things that you need to do, but maybe you're just not playing well enough. Mm-hmm. You're not capable of doing it in that moment. We're just seeing like a lack of detail and effort and like with this Blues team, it's just mind-boggling to me. Like at some point, it is on the player. It's on the player. This has been a thing for a while now.
Yes.
This has been a thing for 4 years.
That's what we talk. Yeah.
And the outlier.
It has popped up.
They had a 12-game win streak last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. It's what we talked about at the start of the show. Why are we still talking about effort? Why are we still talking about the
same players?
The need, yeah. Well, something needs to be done. By the way, Jeremy Rutherford did confirm. Said you were right. Monty referenced it with Mayu, but said it was not about him.
There you go.
Yeah. So you're right. He didn't say directly about Mayu, but when he benched Mayu, it was.
So you were right, Anthony.
I told you were right.
How's it feel?
You're writing it down?
We were both kind of right.
I have to. You were
half right. I was half right. Carey was right.
302. Anthony was right about something. Thank you, JR.
Yeah.
Always listen to our Blues Insider with The Athletic.
Yeah.
God bless that man.
Ass meets bench.
Yep.
It's just not fun watching this team right now.
No,
maybe
not.
it will be later. I don't know. But, Anthony, you let me know when they start playing better.
I will. No. Yeah, because you ain't watching. No, you'll watch. You're going to watch. You love watching.
You will watch.
Yep.
You watch the Vikings every week.
Yes,
I watch the Steelers
you
every
do
week.
like that punishment, don't you?
1 game a week.
You love that punishment.
3 or 4.
Let's get into the Big 12 title game. Texas Tech, BYU. There's college football playoff implications here with BYU. Texas Tech is in with a loss, even with a loss, but at least I think they are. But we'll get into the matchup and whether or not BYU has a better showing this time around after they got blown out in early November. Big 12 title game prediction next on 101 ESPN.
Missouri, it's happening. FanDuel Sportsbook is live and ready to roll in the Show Me State, and they're celebrating with a little something for everyone. All this week, every customer gets a no-sweat bet every day. That's right. No matter what you're betting on, if it doesn't hit, you'll get bonus bets back to keep the action going. Whether it's football, basketball, hockey, or whatever you're into, you can bet it all on an app that's safe, secure, and built for every kind of fan. The interface is quick, the payouts are fast, and the experience is top tier. So download FanDuel or visit FanDuel.com/Missouri to get started. FanDuel Sportsbook now, live in Missouri. 21 plus and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Opt-in required each day. Refund issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $20. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com.
.308, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. BYU and Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game. Pregame starts right here on 101 ESPN at 10:30. Kickoff is at 11 a.m. My breakdown of this game is going to be pretty simple, guys. I think it's going to play out the same way that it did in the November 8th matchup between these two teams. That was in Lubbock, so at least now that Texas Tech or BYU can play on neutral ground, because I think this one's at AT&T Stadium, right? I think it's at Jerry's World, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
They could play this one in BYU.
AT&T.
They could play it in Provo. I don't care. I think it's going to play out the same way. BYU's offensive line, Carey, could not contain Texas Tech's defensive line. They had all sorts of issues. And while BYU's quarterback can run around a little bit and make plays and make magic and all that, and BYU, they got the one kid that seems like a track star. This isn't UCF, though. Mm-hmm. Texas Tech has quietly put together one of the best seasons in college football this year. Defensively, outstanding. You cannot run the ball against them. They get you in third and long, and then they get after you. Offensively, they're extremely efficient. They're not like explosive. They won't necessarily put up big points, but they will because they'll force you to punt constantly. Mm-hmm. BYU could not handle them in that first matchup. I see nothing different tomorrow. I think Texas Tech rolls.
Texas Tech did a lot this past offseason in like rebuilding their defensive line. David Bailey leads the country in sacks, and Jacob Rodriguez is a Heisman candidate hopeful. Like he's one of the best defensive players at linebacker in the country. And so if you can't get off, if you can't pick up first downs or you struggle, it's going to be a long day for you. You talked about the speed that Texas Tech has. They are 12.5-point favorites in this game, which for a championship game is pretty surprising, especially since they've played already. You sometimes assume, all right, you got a vibe for them, you got a feeling for them.
Yeah.
It went pretty sideways early on in that game for BYU in the first time they played. So it's probably going to be the similar results for this one as well.
That's a pretty big spread for two teams that could be in a college football playoff.
Yes, which would leave you to believe if BYU loses, they're more than likely completely out.
Oh, they're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
They're completely out, and they have no chance to be, a part of the college football playoff picture because Texas Tech is that much better than them. And I it also gives me the question of, well, how good is Texas Tech? Because we talk about oftentimes, we always talk about, well, the conference that a team plays in and who are they playing against and who are they competing against. We saw last year Arizona State take Texas to the wire.
Yeah.
And really should have won that game. Mm-hmm. Had every opportunity. Cam Scatterboo was running like a madman.
I don't want to say that was our introduction to Cam Scatterboo. It was the national introduction to Cam Scatterboo.
So are we sure that the Texas Tech Red Raiders aren't good enough to really put together a playoff run, especially if they beat up on the BYU Cougars again?
I think the only reason why we would say, Carey, if you follow me on here, I think the only reason we'd say that Texas Tech isn't a national title contender is because they're Texas Tech, and we're just not used to it.
Because you don't expect it.
Right.
Because you haven't seen it.
If you put the Texas Tech players in Texas uniforms, we'd be talking about this team being a real threat to Ohio State.
Okay.
That's my opinion, at least. I think they're that good. Mm-hmm. I think Texas Tech is a real national title threat.
It's going to be fun to watch this weekend, man. See how these games play out today, tomorrow. Just watching how it all unfolds to see, who's in, who's out, where are they ranked, where are they seated. And there are still so many questions. I know we got that text yesterday. Oh, it's a boring reality TV, but this is exciting.
Yeah, that was actually from Bruce Feldman, who covers the sport.
It wasn't a text.
No, that was from Bruce Feldman.
What Bruce talking about?
Reality TV.
And maybe he was specifically talking about the way the committee
the selection committee.
And I actually heard him on Cowherd, and he lambasted the ESPN show.
Yeah, that's what it was about.
Yeah, so he wasn't talking about the college football playoff as a whole, Jamie, but just that selection committee show. All right, so let's play it out for a second here. BYU wins. Who's in trouble?
Chaos.
Notre Dame.
And Miami. I think that officially eliminates Miami.
Yeah, the best. I think. Yeah, you got to have the teams that are already solidified in there win their championship game. Mm-hmm. I think everyone. I think Notre Dame and Miami, and really that's it. I don't think Texas has a chance, but I think Notre Dame and Miami are rooting for Georgia. And they are rooting for Texas Tech.
Yes. I think they're also rooting for Virginia.
And Virginia. I don't even think about Virginia. I don't think about the ACC.
Yeah, but you should.
I don't.
Because the Virginia Cavaliers are going to surprise you this year. Okay.
Virginia, Marshy mentioned it earlier that they actually lost to 2 ACC teams, but they didn't count one ACC game. Mm-hmm. One wasn't an ACC game. Mm-hmm. It's a dumbass rule.
Oh, it's terrible.
They're in your conference, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. Well, why the hell doesn't it count?
The ACC was drunk this year.
How do you not count an ACC opponent as a loss,
mm-hmm.
and you lost to them?
Did you not hear what I just said?
They were drunk?
Yes.
What are they drinking? If I'm Miami, I'm livid.
Drinking?
If I'm Miami, I'm like, what do you mean? Hey, did NC State leave the conference?
No.
How are they in the championship game? I'd be up in arms.
So this is why it wasn't the ACC game, because the ACC's expanded 17-team, 8-game conference schedule made it difficult for some traditional rivals to play regularly. So UVA and NC State scheduled a non-conference home-and-home series to preserve their rivalry, making it their first non-conference meeting since before the ACC existed.
Don't care.
Sounds like
I do appreciate, Marsh, that I do appreciate that breakdown. But here's the thing, guys. The MAC was willing to play anybody this year, and they did. Okay?
Went to Michigan.
Went to San Jose State. You look at these MAC teams, they're playing Big Ten teams, they're playing SEC teams. They didn't care. So get one of these MAC teams on the phone, unless you're scared, ACC, and schedule an actual non-conference game, not a fake non-conference game, which actually is a conference game.
Weird
is right. All right. I think Texas Tech wins this one 30-10.
Okay.
Gary?
That's about what they won last time, isn't it? 29-7?
27-7 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's 29-7.
29-7?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, it might not be that close.
Yeah, I got Texas Tech winning this one as well.
What is your score?
I don't know, Anthony.
Come on,
I'll
man.
just let it play out, and we'll just see what happens.
Why are you? You're so laid back.
It's
Have
Friday.
you met him?
It's Friday, Anthony.
Have you met him?
He hasn't been ticked off about anything yet.
Well, he hadn't seen the Oregon Ducks play in a while.
That's true. That's a good point.
I did watch the Blues, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have every reason to be ticked off. You can actually join Andrew Marsh this Sunday from noon to 2 at Horseshoe in St. Louis. Caesars Sportsbook is now live in Missouri, and you can download the only sportsbook app with Caesar rewards and start betting like a Caesar, including an exclusive offer for new users, plus a chance to win an epic trip to Vegas for the big game. So head out there, check it out in person, hang out with Andrew Marsh this Sunday from noon to 2 at Horseshoe St. Louis, located at 999 North 2nd Street in downtown St. Louis. Get details at 101ESPN.com. Must be 21 or older and physically present in Missouri. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We are going to do some NFL Week 14 entrance survey questions. Quarterback, team under the microscope, team in the spotlight. We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN.
33-20. Thank you.
What a weekend we have in the NFL. You got the Bills and the Bengals. You got the Packers. You got the Bears. You got the Vikings and the Commanders, Marshy. Underdog is the number one place to play. Cash in on your hunches right now. You can make your entries and win money right now in Missouri. And playing on Underdog is easy. Just go to the app or go to the website. Check out a couple players that you like or don't like, depending on the matchup. For example, Josh Allen. Higher than 31.5 rushing yards. Josh Allen typically runs in these big games, so give me the 31.5 higher on Josh Allen. T. Higgins is back, but I think the Bengals are going to run the ball more, so why don't we go lower than 56.5 receiving yards for T. Higgins? A couple of my plays, you can choose those. Fade them, follow them, up to you. But head to Underdog, either the website or download the app today. Sign up with my promo code Anthony to score $100 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. You can use that promo code Anthony at Underdog, where you can make plays and win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org. With Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. The NFL started last night for Week 14. The Lions get a big victory over the Cowboys. Unfortunately, outside of Jamie, my teammates let us down. They took the Cowboys. They bought into the overhypage when it came to Dallas, and they cost us a point because I thought last night was pretty obvious that Detroit was going to win that game.
I told you that I attempted to make a change.
I don't hear your excuses.
And the Wi-Fi and the, the phone or the Wi-Fi, whatever it was, wasn't working properly.
Carey, I'm not even mad at you. I'm mad at Marsh.
Why?
Because he hates Dallas. He hates the Cowboys. Hates them.
Did you hear the first segment? He doesn't. He actually thinks they're pretty good.
No, don't be putting words in my mouth.
That's what he said. He said they still got a chance to make it, and he believes in them.
All right, let me be full transparency here.
Isn't that what he said?
In my main fantasy football league, Anthony.
Oh, come on.
I have Dak Prescott as my quarterback. CeeDee Lamb as my wide receiver. Trying to get a stack there.
Still did fine. I still did fine from a fantasy
Season's
standpoint.
on the line. I could have used a lot of more points. Way more points last night.
Right.
Dak, 2 interception. There's 4 points gone right there.
Well,
CD gets injured. So yeah, I'm hoping that their offense does pretty fine. I hope they do good.
I thought he was going to say something else. Pretty fast lane. Good. All right.
I hope they're good.
okay. We're moving on.
Here's the thing, though. I love when their defense gives up points because it's a great game script for me to throw that football.
Of course it is, and that's exactly how it played out last night. All right, guys, which team do you have in the spotlight this Sunday, meaning you're excited to see how they perform? So this isn't from a critical viewpoint. This is from man, I can't wait to see how they perform. I got one circled immediately.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Who you got?
Chicago Bears.
Oh, okay.
Team obviously going into Green Bay. They have passed every test this year.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody continues to bitch and moan about them. Can't win on the road. Oh, they did that. Can't beat a good team. Oh, they did that. Can't beat a good, can't win on the road against a good team. Did that. Check. Yes?
Is this the same Bears team that you tried to put the Jets in over? Or am I mistaken?
You know why I put the Jets in there.
Not the Bears that you told me that you couldn't believe that they were ranked that high. Now, if they played in the parking lot, who you taking? Not those Bears.
Who do you have in the Pick'em Challenge?
I got the Packers.
Thank you.
Who do you have?
In the top 10.
Who do you have?
Packers.
So why are you excited about the Bears, sir?
Because I want to see him pass another test. I want to see him pass another test.
So you want to see him pass another test?
He needs him to pass
lose?
another test.
Do you?
I got them in the spotlight. They've been a good team this year.
That's not what you said 2 days ago.
I just want to see if they're a great team.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? Here we go. I'll do this. My team that I'm excited to watch play is the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm excited for them, Anthony. Now,
Yeah.
I have them losing like you have the Bears losing.
Right.
But I'm excited to watch them play. Joe Burrow.
You want to see if they can get back into the playoff mix.
Yes.
I want to see if the Bears, who did beat the Packers last year, don't forget, but it was in a game that didn't matter much for Green Bay. But Green Bay, as we know, has completely dominated this matchup. Won 9 of the last 10 games.
That's a lot.
Hell, they've covered 8 of the last 10 games. Green Bay has. So I'm just kind of interested. Has things changed, Mox?
Okay. All right. I'm going Texans. I want to know if they are really going to be able to. First of all, are you going to put yourself in the playoff picture, firmly cement yourself and put yourself in that playoff picture, and while doing so, cause the death of this team, the Kansas City Chiefs?
Oh, yeah.
Like the seasonal death. The 2025 seasonal death of the Kansas City Chiefs in the process.
Toe tag.
If you are able to win this game in Kansas City with the defense that you have, the number of offensive linemen that are out for the Kansas City Chiefs, 3 of the starting 5 are out.
Yep.
And you have an elite defense, man. An elite defense. Are you able to put the toe tag on the Kansas City Chiefs for the 2025? Because nobody's done it yet.
Nope.
And if you remember, if I'm not mistaken, a few years ago, the Texans had the Chiefs on the ropes in the playoffs.
Yes, Deshaun Watson.
Until they had the was it the roughing the passer? It was a couple years ago. It wasn't Deshaun Watson, was it?
Deshaun Watson and the Texans were up fairly big on the Chiefs in the first half. I think it was a wild card game.
So the game that CD is mentioning is I believe that was last year. So they played at the tail end of, I think it was either Thanksgiving or it was Christmas Day. I believe those two teams played. I could be wrong on that.
No, the Chiefs played the Raiders on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
and
they lost to the Chiefs the week before Christmas Day.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, but there was some controversy within that game. I think that's when Patrick Mahomes got hit out of bounds and flopped like that.
That was the one. That was last year in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I think it was Shazier hit him, and he was sliding, and they called a roughing the passer.
That was Trevor Lawrence.
No.
He did hit him though.
Oh, yeah.
It hit him as well, but it was
him.
It was a game where the Texans had an opportunity to win this game, and it just kind of went sideways for them. It was last year, so yeah, I'm interested to see how this plays out for the old Houston Texans.
I like it, guys. Good selections there, unlike last night. Which team do you have under the microscope this Sunday? Meaning you'll be watching them more from a critical standpoint.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go the opposite game, the game that he went to Buffalo Bills.
Buffaloes.
Man, I got my eyes on these Bills to see, again, another team.
Like, I don't trust you.
I don't trust them at all, man. And it's kind of frustrating to be that way, knowing that Josh Allen was the MVP last year, how well they played. And the expectation this year with the Chiefs having some struggles, the Bengals having their struggles with their quarterback being out, the Baltimore Ravens just barely keeping themselves alive in the divisional race. And you're sitting here, and you've been pretty healthy the entire season. Yeah, other than obviously some defensive issues and injuries, your team, your quarterback's been healthy. You've been playing well offensively at times. Defensively, you've stunk. But the fact that this could have been your year to really cement yourself in the AFC as the lead dog, and you're not even winning your division, man.
Nope.
Like the New England Patriots came by and slapped the hell out of you and said, "Yeah, see you bye." So
in your house, by the way,
in your own home.
Yeah,
I got my eyes on the Buffalo Bills because I like Marshy. Unlike Marshy, I think the Cincinnati Bengals will actually win that game.
Wow, you got them picked?
Yeah,
okay,
I do.
All right, Marsh, did you want to expound?
I mean, we kind of just talked about it with the whole Texans-Chiefs thing, but like with the Chiefs, you got to win the game. I mean, your season's pretty much on the line, and you have some guys banged up. Patrick Mahomes is going to have to be Patrick Mahomes and figure out a way to win this game.
Yeah, this is their season. This is a must-win. It is. It's an absolute
100%.
must-win. If we're talking about the Cowboys last night, that needed to be a must-win. Same record. This is a must-win for the Chiefs at home against an opponent that they have done well against in the past. My team is the Ravens. If you can't put a good show, I know it's a division rivalry. I know, Carey, the history of these two teams. Steelers can't move the ball offensively. They're horrendous. Aaron Rodgers isn't playing well. He's calling out his receivers. Already the one-man party has about 6 plays. A funny meme the other day, CD, that you sent to the group with Adam Thielen. Hope he can learn the 6 plays that the Steelers run. Like,
oh, my God.
There's a lot of truth to that. If the Ravens can't wake up, what are we doing here, AFC North? If they can't wake up this weekend against this Steelers team that really doesn't play that much defense and can't move the ball, shame.
Yeah.
So that's my team under the microscope. All right. Which quarterback is under the most pressure to lead his team to victory this week? I think Pat Mahomes, I'll say aye. All right. I think it's Patrick Mahomes, Marsh. I think Patrick Mahomes needs to, even behind a banged-up offensive line, he's going to have to pull out some magic here.
There are a lot of quarterbacks that you could choose from. Like you could
J.J. McCarthy.
Nah, I don't think that's one of them.
Okay.
Daniel Jones is one. They've struggled.
Fractured leg and all.
Leg limping around.
Hell, you can go with both quarterbacks. Hey, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
The division has opened up again. You thought you were left for dead.
Yeah. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Trevor?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Are you going to get, what's his name?
Who?
The guy that killed him last year?
Who died?
Trevor Lawrence did in that one game.
In the Colts
guy we
game?
just talked about.
Yeah. Al Shazier.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did kind of.
You going to have that happen to you again?
Maybe.
Trevor, you're going to step up.
I'm going to go. I'm going to be a homer here, and I'm going with Aaron Rodgers, man. Like, I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do. And I was so excited when Aaron was signed to come join this team. You got DK. You got explosive. I don't even know where Pat Fryermuth is. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him. You're throwing the ball to Darnell Washington, who I think is I don't think he's a hell of an athlete. You know what I think, though, Anthony? I think Darnell Washington would be the best left tackle in the NFL if he put his hand in the dirt. I do.
Can't put your hand in the dirt, though. You know what happens.
You're stuck there. Once you put your hand down, Najee Davenport told me. Najee was in that backfield in a 2-point stance at fullback. I said, what are you doing, man? He said, man, when you put your hand down, CD, you're stuck. Don't put your hand in the dirt, buddy.
And you did.
I did. I was stuck. I never put my hand
Fullback
in the dirt.
City.
He said, you are a fullback. You put your hand in the dirt at left tackle, you're stuck. So I think he would be outstanding there. He's their best pass catcher right now, though, which is odd.
Yeah.
Like, so Aaron Rodgers, come on, man. Enough talking. I don't give a damn. Put the ball on them. If they ain't running the route right, the route correctly, then get their ass out of there. Throw it to who is. But make a play. Artie, if I could talk to you, if you're listening, I mean, passes more than 5 yards, be nice.
Try it.
Please.
You never know what happens.
Not just a one-man route running a go ball. Like, give me some concepts where people are attacking the 2 high safeties and one of them got to go, and you got somebody running right underneath him and over the linebackers.
You've already lost them.
You think?
You've already lost them.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I confuse them?
You just confused them.
You have one guy take the safety high, and then the other guy run right where the vacated safety spot is.
Yeah, you don't know what
behind the linebackers. That's a good ball.
Hey, CD, he may understand double slants, but that's about it.
What?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Sorry, brother.
Come on, man.
Artie ain't getting that.
Making me sick.
We'll wrap this up here. I'm sorry, go ahead, Marsh.
Jalen Hurts.
Go ahead.
Whew.
Jalen Hurts.
You can expound.
Jason Bateman.
No, they just need to win a game, and it starts with him.
All right. Fair enough. Which non-quarterback do you feel as though is under the most pressure? Which non-quarterback?
Ooh.
I think you can choose anybody on the Houston Texans. So let's go with Will Anderson.
I like that.
Because I don't know here's the other thing with Houston. We can talk about Kansas City being banged up. We can talk about how great Houston's defense is, and I do think that's the best defense in the league. Can you move the ball?
Right.
Because you kind of have sometimes maybe.
You can't run the ball.
They're incredibly inconsistent.
Unless you give Kareem Hunt 35 carries for 3 yards a pop.
And Woody Marks has been okay.
He runs hard.
There's been a couple of, but that's the best I can say about the Texans' offense this year.
Yeah.
They've been okay sometimes.
I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor. You've been kind of MIA for the last few weeks. Not your own doing. Obviously, you're in a dependent position. You got to have the offensive line blocking for you. You got to be able to actually run the ball. I'm going to give you 2, actually.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor and Derrick Henry.
I was about to say, is the other one a running back too?
Neither to your own fault because, the Baltimore Ravens don't believe in giving you more carries, Derrick. I'm sorry. But, yeah, those 2. Because those 2 can change the game for their teams if they're handed the ball 20, 25 times.
I like those. Marsh, send us out.
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, come on, Carey.
Sorry.
Jeez. That's why you only choose one.
Well, I chose Jonathan Taylor first. He was already gone.
Okay. Are we done yelling at each other?
Sure.
Sports Six Pack Part 1 is next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Send in your questions. We'll answer them next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Blues lose last night to the Boston Bruins by a final score of 5-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Ottawa Senators. Pregame for that one starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. We have our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We'll do part 1 of the Six-Pack next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for our Sports Six-Pack. Probably gets a one question, right, Marsh?
I think we'll get to 2.
Let's do it.
Question number 1.
Challenge accepted.
All right, Biscuit wants to know if we are the only people that are frustrated about how easy it is for other teams to enter into the Blues zone. Are you seeing the same thing?
Well, that kind of goes back to, and Carey, I don't know if you were in here yet, but I know, Marsh, you certainly were with me. That goes back to what I said in the first segment, where I feel as though that opponents get a free pass to get into the high danger areas in front of Hofer or Binnington on a consistent basis. The Blues forwards and defensemen are basically like a horrible nightclub bouncer letting everybody in, whereas we need, and by we I mean the Blues players, they need schematics and coverings of their faces and basically everything that they might need to rob a bank in order to get into the opponent's zone and in front of the net.
Yeah, I don't think they have to do all of that.
They need to drop down from the arena stadium, like the roof, like they're Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, to get in front of the net. Like, that's how difficult it is.
I don't think it's that hard. I mean, it's not that hard for the people to get in front of our net. So I just based on that, I would assume it can't be that hard to get in front of other people's nets.
Does it look hard for the Blues right now?
It looks like they're unwilling.
Oh, okay.
Those are two totally different things. It would be one thing if you were physically moved from in front of the net. Mm-hmm. I could say you just got to get tougher, man. Got to get more physical. It's a completely different thing to never go there, to be removed. So in actuality, you don't know if it'll work or not because you don't do it. And that's probably what Berube says. When he watches film, sometimes coaches like pause. One of the worst things in the world. Oh,
did you say Berube?
Did I say Berube? Sorry.
Yeah, he's probably saying the same thing.
I was about to say, he's probably saying the same thing.
When Monty is watching film.
Honestly, it doesn't matter, Berube.
Keep up.
Berube said it at one point.
When you watch film and the coach rewinds it, and he goes back and he rewinds it, and he goes back and he rewinds it, and I'm sure at some point he's watching and he's like, see this spot right here? Probably got his laser pointer circling the space where no Blues players are, and he rewinds it and he goes back and he rewinds it, and then he goes on for about 10 more seconds and he's circling that spot. You see how no one is ever here? And he rewinds it and he goes back, and then he goes to the defensive end and he shows the other team and he circles that spot, and there's like 3 bodies there, and he's like, see how many people are here? And then he points the laser pointer on the guy in the net. He's like, see how he's looking around trying to figure out where the guy's shooting from? Yeah, do that.
This needs to be us.
And don't allow that. Simple. I just fixed it. We're done here. So quit asking.
All right, deal.
What about the zone entries?
What zone? Yes, I'm in favor of those. What zone entries?
No. Like that's what the question was. It wasn't about the front of the
They
net.
can't. Well, but what I'm saying is the neutral zone. They're misplaying the neutral zone consistently. It's clumsy constantly. Like you said last.
That's a great word for it. It is clumsy. It's
You
clumsy
said last night the drop pass. You're on a power play.
Well, they do that a lot.
But last night was what? It was clumsy, right?
It was clumsy, and then Oscar Sundqvist falls, and it's very clumsy. Biscuit mentions the zone entries. The first goal, there's like miscommunication at the blue line, where it's just a clean zone entry that leads to the first goal. One thing that I've noticed is a lot of reaching going on. A lot of reaching. There's a lot of things that this team needs to clean up for sure. That's one of them.
Changed the first power play unit yesterday. Am I mistaken? I saw Sonny out there on the.
Well, he's been out.
Who was it? Someone else that was. Who was on the first? Was Cam Fowler on the first unit at first?
So Fowler's been on the unit. Falk's been on the unit.
Yeah, Falk. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
just
you
a waste
probably
of
It
time.
doesn't
It's
matter.
a
Yeah,
waste of 2 minutes at this point.
Right. It really is. Yeah, the first power play unit is Buchnevich, Thomas, Sundqvist, Falk, Dvorsky.
I thought it had changed.
Second one is Neighbors, Shen, Holloway, Kyrou, and Fowler.
Got to play better, man.
Both are ineffective.
So it doesn't matter who's out there?
No, it really doesn't. All right, we'll get to question 2
Oh, I thought we could get to 2.
next in the Fast Line on 101 ESPN when we carry over the Sports Six Pack.
time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
We do need a new Gauntlet contestant, so if you want to play in the Gauntlet today, just text in 314-399-9646. That's the Air Comfort Service text line. We need a new Gauntlet contestant. Speaking of the Air Comfort Service text line, Marsh, question 2, please.
Question number 2.
All right, from the 618, is Mike Vrabel secretly a quarterback whisperer? He had Ryan Tannehill playing like a Pro Bowler for a couple years and now has Drake May as an MVP frontrunner.
Well, that was Arthur
Yes.
Smith.
Well, that's my point, right? He had Artie Smith in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So we know it wasn't Arthur Smith that was helping Ryan Tannehill.
Why not?
We know.
We don't know that.
Okay. I actually blame Mike Vrabel for the current state of the Falcons.
Why?
Because he propped up
Because
Artie
he
Smith.
was so good.
So he got the job.
So it's
he got the
his
job.
fault. So it's his fault for the Steelers too. Then
Correct.
Mike. We yeah.
This guy's
I'm
a
with you.
genius.
I don't know. The Steelers were...
Nope. It's Mike's fault.
Yep.
Carey, they had Matt Canada as their offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
And
they
he was-
fired him.
Well, they had people at Pittsburgh Penguin games chanting to fire him.
Now they're at Pittsburgh
Different
Steelers
story.
games.
At least Matt Canada did have some concepts. Now he ran the same concept.
They were all mesh. They were
every time.
all. I mean, mesh after mesh after. I mean, God bless it, man.
Hey, coach. They're playing zone. I think we should switch it up.
They just stop when you get in zone. You just hook up when you cross the center. That's how you hook up over the tackle in the mesh concept. We're just gonna run mesh,
But typically mesh is for man to man.
man to man. You can run it versus zone. You just hook up. Just stop, turn your shoulders back to the quarterback. It was bad, man.
You think Artie knows that?
It's been 4 years of this, man.
It is bad. All right, to Marsh's point, the Steelers were a mess beforehand, but Vrabel definitely ruined the Falcons. No doubt about it.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, he's also a quarterback whisperer. You got to give a lot. Look, I know we don't like giving Josh McDaniels any sort of credit ever for anything, but the guy can call plays, and the guy builds, he builds offenses. He does a nice job.
He does that really well. He
does.
He hasn't done anything else well outside of New England. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about being in New England that Josh McDaniels enjoys and favors. He left for a little while.
He's an OC.
He's an OC. Yeah. Head coach didn't work out for him. Mm-mm. He was in Indianapolis for what, a day?
I think an hour.
Yeah.
He was here for a year. Well, okay, so he had one bad stop as an OC. It was here.
Okay.
Otherwise, what my point is, he's an OC. That's what
But
he
in
is.
New England, it's where it's most successful.
True.
Nowhere else. Under whoever at
I see what you're saying. So in Denver, the offense wasn't good. In Vegas, it wasn't good. I got you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in New England,
I feel you.
there's something about New England. There's something about the water, the weather. I don't know.
Helps when you have two good quarterbacks.
It certainly does. Yeah, Marsh. Absolutely. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Didn't he have Tim Tebow?
Maybe. I don't know.
Didn't he have Tim Tebow?
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
said,
he did. Yeah,
it
he
helps
did.
when you have two good quarterbacks.
That man threw a slant route to Demaryius Thomas and
God
beat
rest
the
his
Steelers.
soul.
DT was a hell of a football
He
player,
was.
man.
He was. He was great. He was a great player. Yeah.
Who they beat that game?
That would be the Pittsburgh
I just
Steelers.
said they beat the Steelers, man.
I didn't
I said it out loud. I actually
Marsh
said he
wanted
threw
to
the
make
slant
sure.
route against the Steelers.
He didn't hear. He wanted to make sure.
I genuinely didn't
He wants
hear
to
what you
beat
said.
me down, man.
No, he did. No, he
Now,
doesn't.
did I already know the answer to that
Yeah,
question?
you knew it.
Of course I did. I remember watching that game.
Anthony.
Is that
Yes.
the Recplex?
The Rexplex.
The Recplex.
Recplex.
Yeah, in St. Peter's.
Okay. They got bowling there?
Down by
No,
my
I was
Video
about to
games?
play a hockey game, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anthony.
Yes.
JJ McCarthy starting this weekend.
I know.
I'm excited.
He's not excited.
He's got to be after watching
Excited.
Maxie boy play last week.
Carey, I am excited to watch my favorite football team
You're
play
sicker
every week.
than I thought, man.
Because every week's a different week, and anybody can win on any given Sunday.
Yeah, that's
is
true.
true.
Mm-hmm. I like to watch the Falcons because I want to see which way they'll lose this week. Will it be close? Normally it is. Will it be a blocked field goal attempt for us to win? Nope. Will it be a blocked field goal attempt for the other team to win? Probably. Will it be a 56-yarder in pouring rain with a bad kicker?
Nick Folk is a good kicker. He's only missed one kick all year.
Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, against it was like 56
Anthony.
yards, and the wind was
Right.
Anthony,
Wind died down.
I hate to break it to you.
What?
They're playing the Seahawks.
Yeah.
You won't have to worry about a last-second field goal missing or being made. What? That game ain't going to be close.
What do you mean? We're gonna blitz the ever-living crap out of Sam Darnold. This is second half of the season, Sam Darnold. This is December, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, but Kirk Cousins is still the quarterback. There's no
you're
Drake
right.
London.
Nope, he's out. We got Bijan.
good luck.
Question number 3.
There.
From the 314.
CMU playing this weekend?
I don't think so.
Is Jordan Bennington in his Nolan Arenado era of his career?
Not yet.
What do you mean by that?
You know what it means.
Is he on the
The
downside?
contract no longer matches the production. I don't think yet, but maybe we're knocking on the door. But I don't think yet.
I want to hear that.
I said not yet.
Okay.
Why not?
Why?
Why aren't we there yet?
Well, because the
'Cause he's
players,
still-
the players in front of him aren't playing.
Yeah, it's hard to evaluate the goaltender.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot, and I understand that. But
You saw Billy Husso stand on his head the other night, and you
well,
wonder why.
He didn't stand on his head. He merely stood on the ice. And just stood there.
He had some. He had 2 good saves.
How many?
2.
How do the Blues? I mean,
We had 2 defensemen in the corner last night.
Marshy.
Nobody in front.
Hey,
Marshy,
Hey,
you
Marsh,
got to
again.
understand hockey. You know, that's where they go. They don't stand in front of the net.
no.
They
It's
let
too
the
easy.
other team stand in front of the net. Marsh.
It's too
It's
easy
the
to
new
stand
game.
in front of the net if you're a defender.
Yeah, it's the new schematics. That's what they do.
Analytics, they call it.
Yeah, chase the puck in the corner with multiple guys.
Yep.
Leave guys wide open in front of the net. The goal. What do you think the goalie's there for? Huh? It's his job.
Thank you. You don't get it, do you, Marsh? You really don't get it.
I never will.
And you never will.
I'll never get it.
All right, do you want to go on to the gauntlet here, or do you want to answer another question, Marsh?
I think we
Dealer's
should-
choice.
Nah, I think we should go to the gauntlet.
All right, let's do it. Next on 101 ESPN.
Now you can bet all of the game day action right from your phone. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app now and build the perfect same game parlay. Bet the game live or try our quick pick parlays that are pre-built just for you. And with every bet, you'll earn perks that only Caesars can offer. Hotel stays at over 50 iconic destinations, bonus bets in the app, dining experiences, shopping, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code RADIOMO. That's promo code RADIOMO. Place your first bet of $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Open to new users in Missouri who are 21 or older. First wager after registration must qualify and win, and bonus bets expire 30 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos or the promotions tab on the app for full terms. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the Gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
403, your time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh and Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Robbie. What's up, Robbie?
What's going on, gentlemen? How you doing?
We're doing great, man. We appreciate you joining us on a Friday. Happy weekend to you. Thanks for listening to the show. Would you like to take on Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, or me in round one?
Go on, sir.
We missed that. Who are you taking on? Robbie?
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. We missed what you said.
Hey, I want to take you on.
Oh,
man,
that's
back to
3 days
back.
in a row.
3 days in a row?
I think so.
I think so.
No. Two. Well, this will be the third day.
This is third day in a row.
Yeah.
What? All right, Robbie, good luck.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Robbie Anthony is heading to the cone of silence. He's walking out of here. Tell Marshy to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
All right, Robbie, is there a particular category you're hoping for today?
So when I played back in January, I got random 3 days in a row and did really well. So I kind of got to fall back on it.
Okay, well, Marshy, what does he have?
It's baseball.
Hey, that's cool. That's number 2. That'd be the second one I'd want.
All right, so you know how this goes. You answer the question correctly without the options, you get 2 points. You answer it correctly with the options, you get 1 point. And if it's incorrect, you get 0. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Can you tell us the team that in 1985 signed Sammy Sosa out of the Dominican Republic?
Oh. All right, give me the options.
Is it the Texas Rangers, the Baltimore Orioles, or the Chicago White Sox?
I believe it was the Texas Rangers. Final answer.
Question number 2. Roughly 2 weeks ago, Texas sent 3-time All-Star Marcus Semien to New York, not including the Mets. For how many different clubs has Semien played for?
2, 3. Not including the Mets. 4. Final answer.
Question number 3. Cardinal scouting director Randy Flores began his bullpen tenure with St. Louis in 2004. Who finished second on that squad in saves?
2004. Okay, so we're as he's done. It was Gosh darn it. Okay, give me those options. I should know this.
Was it Randy Flores, Julian Tavares, or Steve Klein?
In 04. Gotta be I'm gonna go Tavares. Final answer.
Question number 4. Connor Griffin was recently named Baseball America's Minor League Player of the Year. Identify the major league organization with which this top prospect is affiliated.
Completely clueless. I'm not good on this one, so I'll have to take the options.
Options are the Athletics, the Pittsburgh Pirates, or the Seattle Mariners.
The A's and the Pirates always have the best prospects. Funny how that never translates into much of a season, but I'll go with the Athletics on that final answer.
All right, Robbie, we'll get Anthony back in here. How you feeling?
Feel down the middle on this one, but I just thought I'd let you guys know too. I live down here in New Orleans. I am a native up there, but I moved a couple years ago, and I still listen to you guys every day. So keep doing what you do, man, because you're keeping a St. Louis sports fan going down here in New Orleans.
We appreciate that.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Anthony, you can put your headphones in. Robbie was telling us he's in New Orleans, but he listens to us every day. He's enjoying listening to us down there in the NO, but he listens every day.
Well, thank you so much for listening. Go, Robbie.
Yeah.
Go, Robbie.
Anthony, how was the cone of silence?
Good. Ryder, Tommy, Jordan, they're all in there.
Not silent at all, huh?
No, that's okay.
Now, one thing that Robbie did not mention, but I'll say to you, is pack a lunch.
Thank you, Marshy.
Yeah. You want to know your category, or you just want me to go?
No, I'd like to know the category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you, though.
Self-explanatory once I read it. Baseball.
Okay.
All right.
I had baseball yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago?
You got everything. You're doing it all, man.
Yeah,
we had hockey yesterday.
Hockey yesterday,
that's right.
baseball the
Hockey.
day before.
Okay.
Hard to keep up with all these days you're
I'm
being
telling you.
chosen. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Can you tell us the team that in 1985 signed Sammy Sosa out of the Dominican Republic?
That'd be the Texas Rangers. Final answer.
Question number 2. Roughly 2 weeks ago, Texas sent 3-time All-Star Marcus Semien to New York, not including the Mets. For how many different clubs has Semien played? How many teams?
He was, let's see here. He was a Texas Ranger. He was a Toronto Blue Jay. He was. He's bounced around. Was he a Philly? Marcus Semien. Blue Jays, Rangers. I feel like there's going to be more than that. But if I ask for the options, it will give me lower numbers. I want to say he's played for at least 4 teams. 4. Final answer.
Question number 3. Cardinal scouting director Randy Flores began his bullpen tenure with St. Louis in 2004. Who finished second on that squad in saves?
Who finished second in 04 in saves? Options.
Is it Randy Flores, Julian Tavares, or Steve Klein?
Man. I'm between Klein and Tavares. I'll go Steve Klein, final answer.
Question number 4. Connor Griffin was recently named Baseball America's Minor League Player of the Year. Identify the major league organization with which this top prospect is affiliated.
Connor Griffin. Is he a Pirate? I'll take the options.
Options are the Athletics, the Pittsburgh Pirates, or the Seattle Mariners.
Well, I said Pirates. I'll go Pirates. Pirates, final answer. Ooh, I don't feel good about this.
All right, we'll just run down this list here.
Oh, no. I think I got smoked, Robbie.
Question number 1. Can you tell us the team that, in 1985, signed Sammy Sosa out of the Dominican Republic? Robbie, you said the Rangers. Anthony, you said the Rangers. Correct answer is?
It is the Texas Rangers.
Anthony didn't need the options. It's 2-1.
I don't know if it'll matter.
Question number 2. Roughly 2 weeks ago, Texas sent 3-time All-Star Marcus Semien to New York, not including the Mets. How many different clubs has Semien played for? Robbie, you said 4. Anthony, you said 4. Correct answer is?
It's 4.
Nice.
Neither of you needed the option.
Robbie, you sneaky, you know what. So what, if you don't mind, Toronto, Texas.
A's, White Sox.
White Sox. He was not a Philly, Marsh.
Anthony, you lead 4-3.
Okay.
Cardinal scouting director Randy Flores began his bullpen tenure with St. Louis in 2004. Who finished second on that squad in saves? Robbie, you said Julian Tavares. Anthony, you said Steve Klein. Correct answer is?
Julian Tavares.
Robbie did need the options. We got a 4-4 tie. It comes down to this.
50-50, Marsh, you got me.
Final question. Connor Griffin was recently named Baseball America's Minor League Pitcher of the Year. Identify the major league organization which this top prospect is affiliated. Robbie, you said, the A's and the Pirates always have the best pitching. Yeah, give me them A's.
Uh-oh.
Anthony, you said Pirates, give me the options. Well, I said Pirates. Got to stick with them now. You went with the Pirates. If it's the A's, Robbie wins 5-4. If it's the Pirates, Anthony wins 5-4. If it's the Seattle Mariners, well, we're going to walk it off. Robbie.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose. It was the Pirates.
It burned.
Man, that was a good battle, Robbie.
That was great, dude.
Wow, that came down to the wire. Good stuff, man.
I love it. Well, that was awesome. I appreciate you guys. Have a kick-ass weekend.
You too, Robbie. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Go, Robbie.
Bye.
Anthony.
Man.
Pulled it out.
That feels good.
Are you nervous?
I was. I didn't feel. The only one I felt good about was Sammy Sosa. The Marcus Semien one was an educated guess, and I said Pirates first. And then I started to think, is Marsh just throwing the Pirates in there? But no.
There you go, man. Good job. You won 3 days in a row.
Feels good, Carey.
Unbeatable,
It's
Anthony.
good. Well, no, I'm very beatable, especially in random. Throw some geography at me.
That's okay.
I glam up.
You know, Central Western weekend.
I do.
There you go.
Yeah,
you know that well.
I do. Won't be this weekend, though.
Not again, huh? Not till next year?
Tomorrow afternoon. Well, morning for us. Ford Fields.
Who's playing?
Western Michigan versus
Toledo.
No.
Akron.
No.
Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there is the Ohio Bobcats.
Yeah, you got to specify. Most of the MAC is Ohio, so you got to specify that. Robbie's a good dude. Appreciate him listening all the way from New Orleans too. All right. It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Speaking of college football, why don't we get into the SEC championship game? We'll break down Georgia and Bama. We already know Georgia's got a Bama problem. Will they get revenge tomorrow? And if that happens, is Alabama in or out? We'll talk about it next on 101 ESPN. Auto Center's Nissan Herculaneum, they're having their largest sale, their best sale right now. This is it, St. Louis, year-end sales event going on at Auto Center's Nissan. They're clearing out every 2025 Nissan model in order to make room for all the 2026 models. That means massive dealer discounts and this year's best offers right now. So you can get no payments until summer of 2026. That's right, no payments until summer of 2026 on all remaining 2025 Nissan models, or lock in 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Murano, 2025 Pathfinder, and the all-new 2026 Rogue. That's 5 years interest-free, all courtesy of Auto Center's Nissan Herculaneum. If you're looking for a used vehicle, well, Auto Center's Nissan, they've got over 1,000 new and used cars in one easy location, and on select new vehicles, select used vehicles, you can get no money down and no payments for 3 months. Plus, every new Nissan includes a lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise. It all happens at Auto Center's Nissan in Herculaneum. Check them out online at autocentersnissan.com. When you do head out to Herculaneum, though, tell them Stalter sent you. It's Auto Center's Nissan. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Anthony Stalter. SEC championship game. Looking forward to this one tomorrow. I just love championship weekend overall, Marsh. It's a perfect capper before the playoffs.
Who knows?
Actually, Army-Navy is
pretty good one.
Is always outstanding. But Georgia and Alabama. So Georgia definitely has a Bama problem.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 10 meetings between the two teams, Alabama has won 9 times. That includes the September 27th matchup this year in Athens, in which Alabama raced out to a big lead in the first half. They were up, at one point, they were up 17-7. They went into half up 24-14. They held on for a 24-21 win. The last time Georgia beat Alabama was in the national championship game in which they boat raced them. Remember the rematch?
Yeah.
Alabama beat them 41-24 in Atlanta, and then a couple of weeks later, Georgia got them 33-18. Otherwise, it's been all Bama. Do you see this game playing out differently, guys? Do you see Georgia finally getting the Alabama monkey off its back?
I have no clue. I don't know what Georgia's, I guess, hurdle is with Alabama, why they're I understand it when Nick Saban was there. Like, I could understand why that would be such a hard game for them to win, because he's the greatest coach to ever do it. But right now, I think Georgia has been the better team. And, you took a loss to them earlier this year, but you should find a way to beat them. And you, not that you have to, because it doesn't necessarily matter for Georgia if they win or lose this SEC championship game. The only thing that's on the line is a bye week for them if they win. But you do want to have to, you would like to win the SEC championship and prove that you are no longer struggling with that hurdle that is Alabama.
Sure.
And I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why they struggle so much with them.
Because it doesn't make sense, right?
It doesn't make sense. You essentially have the same caliber of athletes at Georgia as you do at Alabama. You have an incredible coach in Kirby Smart, who obviously defensive minded and does the great job and learned under Nick Saban and all those things. But for whatever reason, you're unable to get past this hurdle, and there's really no rhyme or reason for it.
Right. I mean, when Nick Saban was in Alabama, you did. But
yeah,
Kalen DeBoer, who's a very good coach in his own right, but Kalen DeBoer is not Nick Saban, obviously, and Kalen DeBoer has got him the last 2 years, too. So it's not like it was just a Saban thing. But I'm with you. It's that they recruit a lot of the same areas. Kirby Smart, one of the first things he did when he got to Georgia was lock down the Georgia border so Alabama wouldn't consistently go into his territory. But it's not like Alabama doesn't have 5-star, 4-star recruits as well. They all do. So from a class standpoint, a prospect class standpoint, they're always ranked high. It's just Alabama's had their number. I don't know what turns this game either. I don't know if I can pinpoint what could be the deciding factor. If I'm going to circle one thing, though, it's Alabama's inability to run. Mm-hmm. To me, and Carey know this, I'm preaching to the choir, but if you can't run the football, you kind of leave yourself exposed to teams coming back on you if you get a lead, or you always having to kind of press the tempo. They can't run the ball.
And if I'm not mistaken,
which is shocking because it's Alabama.
I thought I saw that their leading running back, is Jam Miller out, or he's injured or banged up?
Let me get you an injury report here.
Did I see that or hear that?
Type.
But I agree. I mean, last year was the game where Alabama got out to a 21-0 lead against Georgia and were really beating the hell out of them, and Georgia found a way to creep back into that game and ultimately ended up losing. I think Ryan Williams had a hell of a day that game, but that was kind of his coming out party. But I don't know why. Again, you have all of the top-tier athletes that Alabama has. You're essentially recruiting against each other every year, trying to get the top players in the country. And you win some of those battles, but for whatever reason, you're struggling with that team specifically.
So, Carey, both teams are banged up. Georgia has 6 players out for the game. Safety Zion Branch has an injury designation of questionable. That popped up on Thursday, which is never good. Mm-hmm. Late week injury report additions are never good. Unclear whether or not Branch will play. Alabama has 8 players out for the game and 4 players that are questionable to play. Georgia running back Chauncey Bowens has been battling injuries and has not had a carry since he left the fourth quarter of the Texas game. Bowens is not the only injured running back for Georgia. Freshman Bo Walker is out. Let me see here. Let me get to Alabama. They've got a couple of defensive linemen out. Kevin Riley, their running back, is out. Jam Miller's questionable.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I heard earlier today that he was banged up and potentially wasn't playing. But either way, I mean, it's what it is, 12th game of the season. Like, everybody's dealing with injuries. 13th game of the season, everyone's dealing with injuries at this point. Again, Georgia, if you have college football playoff championship expectations, you need to finish this game the right way with a victory. And then hopefully it would almost be to the point where I want to win so that I don't have to face this team again.
Yeah, you might as well get them out if you can.
It could be somehow seeded where you actually end up playing them maybe in the first round or in the second round, depending on how it all lays out.
Right.
And you can't get over this hurdle. So knock them out. And I believe I said this earlier in the week or last week that if Alabama loses and they lose, I think that they won't even be in the college playoff picture. So if I'm Georgia, I want to win this game to remove them from the conversation of even having to face them again potentially.
Sure. All right, we gotta get off the fence though.
Where are you going?
You want me to go first?
Sure.
All right, I got Alabama.
Of course you do.
And I like Georgia. I'm rooting for Georgia, but Alabama's defense has become a whole lot nastier over the course of I felt as though up until they lost to Oklahoma, Alabama was getting better and better and better each week. Mm-hmm. And I don't care that last week was close. The Iron Bowl was typically close. I think Alabama was one of those teams that got better. Now, you can make the same case for Georgia. Both teams are banged up, but Georgia's defense couldn't get off the field in the first meeting between these two teams. And I'll tell you what, I don't like the way Georgia played last week against Georgia Tech. Everybody put up points against Georgia Tech. Everyone. And Georgia scored 16 points indoors. They met in Atlanta again. So this is, same venue and all that stuff. You're indoors. You had everything going for you. Yeah. Georgia Tech has been hemorrhaging points this season, and Georgia only put up 16. I don't think that's a. I think that's a bad sign. So Alabama's won this game 9 out of the last 10. I think both teams wind up in the playoffs, and I think Alabama wins this thing. I'll say typically these games are tight and low scoring. I'll go 23-20, Bama.
Marshall, you got?
I have Alabama. I mean, there's a reason why they keep winning, man. Against Georgia, of course. Mm-hmm. Now, if these two teams met again in the playoff, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
Very true.
Hard to beat a team twice in 1 year, but Alabama's they've done it before.
Ain't that hard.
But Georgia's also, they won the national championship again, but that was so long ago. I'm going to go with Alabama just because I think it makes things that much more interesting for the college football playoff. Although I guess a 3-loss Alabama team would make it.
I don't like either one of them.
Drama and controversy.
I don't like either one of them, but. And it's not because not because no.
It's the SEC.
Not because they're in the SEC.
No, it is because of
nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. They just haven't been overly impressive. But if I'm gonna go with a team, I'm probably gonna go with Alabama. I wasn't impressed by the Auburn win. I know, win and get in. I get it. That's fine. Wasn't overly impressed with that. I wasn't impressed with the Missouri victory. I thought Mizzou had a great opportunity there to win that game and put themselves firmly in the playoff conversation. They didn't. It's just something about this Bama team, but it's something about the Georgia team. Like it feels like there's a lack of explosive plays that I'm accustomed to seeing from both of these teams, and the overpowering defenses that are stingy and don't allow things. Alabama has obviously been different since Nick Saban has left. Mm-hmm. They still got the remnants of the high caliber players, but something is missing with them, in my opinion.
Sure,
but I feel the same way about Georgia, and I've always felt that way, minus the 2 championships that they have. I'm going to go with Alabama on this one.
All righty. There you have it. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. We will be making conference championship predictions for everything. We'll just kind of go game by game and move quickly here. We'll do that at the bottom of the hour. Actually, we'll do that in about 15 minutes, I should say, because what's trending is next in the Fastlane.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Blues lose to the Boston Bruins last night by a final score of 5-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow, taking on the Ottawa Senators. Pregame for that one starts at 5 o'clock. Puck drop is at 6 o'clock. We have football for you right here on 101 ESPN. College football, NFL, all throughout the weekend. It starts tonight with the American Championship game. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. We have What's Trending coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Gentlemen, let's go back to the Blues here for a second. Not a great showing last night. We got a text earlier from 618, and the question that this texter had was, why does Robert Thomas get a pass? He spends more time looking at the rafters than competing for the puck. You know, we had that conversation earlier about keeping players accountable, how to keep a star player accountable. Do you find, and this doesn't even have to be a Blues-centric segment, but do you find sometimes there are players throughout maybe sports that should take on more accountability than they're actually doing?
Well, my question would be, who's to say they're not? Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, we don't know what goes on in the locker room. If you're talking about
public perception,
Rob, you know, I'd go to Ryan O'Reilly in this case. Remember when Jamie used to get frustrated when Ryan O'Reilly would constantly go to the media? Yeah, I mean, in every game, I got to get better. I got to do this. I got to do that. And no other, not a lot of other teammates were stepping up. Mm-hmm. I think that it's a warm blanket fallacy for fans. If Robert Thomas looks into the camera and says, I'm not playing well, that might make you feel warm and cozy for a second. Yeah. But if he does it twice, now you're saying, well, what are you going to do about it? Right. We just want to be mad. And going back to the texter's question about why does he get a pass, who says he is?
Maybe we're not talking about him enough. I don't know.
Nobody on the Blues is playing well.
Yeah.
Philip Broberg had a bad play last night. And Philip Broberg has been one of your better players. So I don't think that when a team is losing, like the Blues are, when the expectations are so high, I don't think there's ever enough. I don't think we can give fans enough pounds of flesh to satisfy them. Mm-hmm. I think you're just going to be pissed. Your team is woeful right now. This is not what you wanted. This is not what you expected. And we can sit here and we can bag on Robert Thomas or Pavel Buchnevich or whoever, but next week it's going to be somebody else. Remember, it was Buch for a while. Why aren't you guys saying enough bad things about Buch? Now it's Robert Thomas. Next week it'll be Kyrou again. Kyrou seems to pop up every 3 weeks now, 2 weeks. But you know what I mean? Like, they're not playing well. There's nothing we can do that's going to satisfy you on that.
I felt the same way when, when people would say, well, you're not holding the Cardinals accountable.
Yeah, what do you... Look.
I felt the same way. Like, hey, I wish they would do something. But, that's not our job.
We appreciate the power that you're giving us, but we don't wield the power.
Yeah, we do. You mentioned it. And it happens, Anthony. You specifically.
Me specifically?
Yeah.
Well, play better,
People
Blues.
listen to you. Yeah. Say it again. Play better.
You better play better, Blues.
Or else.
Or else. You steaming piles. I don't think that's going to get him a win in Ottawa over the weekend. But man, who knows?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think there's enough that we can say to crush the team that's going to satisfy you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if the coach calling you out and saying you're not playing hard, you're not playing with effort or energy, if that sits well with you, there's really nothing that we can do to rectify that situation. It is what it is at this point. And if you are unwilling or unable to play hard, that should be, that's the baseline, man. That's the bottom line thing. When you wake up in the morning and get dressed and head to the rink, put your skates on and all of those things, get ready to play a game or practice, energy should never be questioned. Mm-hmm. Not by your teammates, not by your coach, not by the fans, not by media. It should never be questioned if you're playing hard.
I agree.
That's the baseline of what you do. You're supposed to. And then the guys that have that are more talented, that takes over because, God gave them something he didn't give the others. Mm-hmm. And you're capable of doing more. So I don't have an answer for and I don't know how fans would expect us to make them play better. Hell, they ain't listening to their coach. Why the hell would they listen to us?
They're not.
Yeah.
I wonder where people's level of frustration is with this group. Because honestly, like me, I'm pretty frustrated with it. This has gone on for a couple years now. And I know they made the playoffs. We had a fun time with that. But there's just a total body of work where it's like we're hearing the same things. Mm-hmm. We're hearing the same damn things. And I'm annoyed of it. I'm frustrated, and I'm almost to the point where I'm done. I don't know if people are there yet.
If they're not, they're certainly warming up to it.
Warm it up, Chris.
I'm about to.
Warm it up, Chris.
That's what I was born to do.
Can I read you guys some playoff profiles?
You can always read us some
playoff
college profiles. Yeah.
We'll move on from.
Carey's just asking about that. In fact.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to read some of these teams.
Okay.
And their playoff profiles. This is on ESPN. Win-loss record. What I'm going to do. I'm going to read through this, and I want you to guess the team.
Okay.
All right, win-loss record, 10-2, FPI, 6th, SOR, 8th, SOS, which is strength of schedule, of course.
Football?
Yes.
I thought it was hockey.
No.
Carey's like, no shot.
Okay.
11th versus CFP top 25, 2-1.
10-2, strength of schedule.
6th. I'm sorry, 11th, FPI, 6th.
Wow, I'm trying to think of the 10-2. It wouldn't be Notre Dame.
I was going to say
Miami.
Texas Tech, but Texas Tech doesn't have 2 losses.
Miami.
I would say Miami, too.
Alabama.
Really?
Yeah. It's Alabama. All right, 10-2, 3rd FPI. Anthony, you probably know this one. We just talked about it the other day. SOR, 13th. SOS, strength of schedule, 42nd. They are 1-2 against CFP top 25 team.
Vanderbilt.
Notre Dame.
Correct.
Damn it.
Right next to them, Miami Hurricanes, who are, I'm just going to spoil it for you, also 10-2. Their FPI is 7th. SOR, 14th. So, I mean, that's right behind Notre Dame. Strength of schedule, 44th. Again, very close to Notre Dame. And they're only 1-0 against CFP top 25s. That 1-0, of course, that one win came against Notre Dame.
Naturally.
There's one more team, though, that I want to highlight.
Give it to us. Hard.
11-1.
Sorry.
FPI 15th. SOR 6th. SOS, strength of schedule, 35th. They're 2-1 against college football top 25 teams.
What's their FPI?
15th.
11-1.
11-1.
They got to be Oregon.
They're 2-1 against top 25.
2-1 against top 25.
Oregon. No, Oregon is 1-1.
Yeah, and Oregon FPI would be higher than that.
Okay.
I was going to say Texas Tech, but again, they're going to be higher than that. What about BYU?
Sure.
Correct. Does that profile stand out against the other ones? BYU, do you think we should be giving BYU a little bit more credit than maybe we are right now? Do you think
not more so than Miami, who's on the outside looking in.
Do you think BYU should be ranked ahead of Notre Dame?
No.
No?
Hell no.
No, I do not.
Even though they have a better record against top 25 teams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just floating it out there.
I'm just, at some point,
Just floating it out there.
Yeah, I got you. At some point, like, what are the? I use this a lot, and I use this in our NFL stack up.
Yeah.
Who would I take in the parking lot? The two teams. I'd absolutely take Notre Dame.
Yeah.
You take the Jets.
Against the Falcons every day of the week. Yeah. I told you that.
No, you took the Jets over the Bears.
I did not.
You did.
You're mangling the
No,
context.
that's what you said you wanted. Ridiculous.
Whatever, man.
Ridiculous.
Let's get to our conference championship predictions. You like that? Whatever, man. Conference championship predictions next on 101 ESPN. broken down all of the big conference championship games, but why don't we break down with our predictions all of them? Who wins the AAC title game tonight? You got North Texas and Tulane, and this will be your group of 5 representative. You got North Texas and Tulane. I got Tulane in this one. They're a 1.5-point dog. I think they win outright. North Texas offensively is a juggernaut, but both teams, both head coaches are out after the season. So one of them will be out after tonight. Mm-hmm. The other one will be playing, be coaching in the playoffs. Right. But I really love what Tulane has done. Yeah, Summerall, who's the new Florida head coach. If you're not familiar with what John Summerall has done, he consistently has had Tulane contending, mm-hmm. and it's not like he can recruit big time recruit after big time recruit. I think he's going to do a nice job at Florida. I know some Florida fans feel as though they just hired this Billy Napier again,
2.0.
Yep.
Or 1.0.
But I think that when it comes to this stage, and I'm going to have this as a consistent theme throughout, I think coaching matters most in these big-time matchups.
What are your thoughts about both of those coaches having new jobs? Like Lane Kiffin was trying to continue to stay on at Ole Miss. Obviously, it's a difference because Ole Miss, LSU are conference rivals, and Tulane and North Texas are vastly different from Florida and Oklahoma State. Mm-hmm. Different conferences from Group of 5 to a Power 4 schools. What is your thought about that, though, that they're allowed to stay on? Do you think it's going to be a difficult task? Are they going to be locked in? Are their teams going to be locked in? It's hard to – you just had signing day 2 days ago? Yeah. National signing day for the high school recruits and guys that were committing to those schools. So, obviously, they both were attending to that and preparing for a game 2 days later. It's going to be interesting to see who's the most prepared and how much and why.
Well, let me ask you this, Carey. Whenever you're multitasking,
you leave something out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it, right? So I think Summerall can do it, but there's a part of each day that he has to spend on all the tasks that he has at Florida, and he must feel like he's already behind.
Got to be.
But I do think that if you're competitive, like I assume he is, and he probably feels as though that he owes it to these players to make sure that they get his very best, mm-hmm. I think he'll do a good job. So I got Tulane tonight.
I'll go Tulane as well. I think Tulane has been a pretty good team all year long. They were ranked higher at some point, but had a misstep there. But I would go Tulane as well.
All right, the Big 12 title game we already broke down. Does BYU give Texas Tech more of a game in this title game than they did in early November? I say no.
No.
I mentioned this before. I think Texas Tech's defensive line takes over this game. Off the offensive line for BYU could not handle them. The defensive line for BYU could not handle Texas Tech's offensive line. I think that this is going, maybe not a complete runaway from the start, but I do think that Texas Tech pulls away. They wind up covering as well, that 12.5 spread.
I'm with you. Are you leaving your couch at any point on Saturday?
We got a date night with another couple, so yeah.
Oh, so you're going to miss the Indiana-Ohio State game?
Well, I won't miss it, but I'm a big proponent of
if, you're going to be watching it at the restaurant?
Nope.
You're going to record it?
Yep.
And you're not going to want any updates?
Nope.
You're not going to get any? Are you going to watch it that night or Sunday morning?
I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it Saturday night.
When you get home?
Yep.
Just without any idea. Are you going to turn your phone off?
I won't turn my phone off.
What if Jamie texts you like, whoa?
Yeah.
Would that piss you off?
Absolutely. But I've learned. So when I was coaching flag football in the month of October on Sundays, I wouldn't watch anything. And then when I got home at night, I'd fire through all the games.
Yeah.
At that point, NFL.com would update the
you watch the condensed game.
the condensed games. You get no commercials and all that.
30-minute.
I muted our Fastlane group text. Yeah.
What if we had an emergency? What if Marshy was texting us?
You'd take care of him, or Jamie would take care of him.
You're right. I got you.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to. Because before I did, I'd look down, and it's usually Jamie. Usually Jamie.
Yeah, piss you all the way off?
Are we winning the Are we winning the Rizzuto show thing? I had a terrible day because of the Seahawks losing and blah, blah. Like, I had to mute it. So yeah, if I know I'm going to miss, I won't watch part of the games. I'd rather just save it.
Watch it all.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. I got Texas Tech in a runaway.
Same.
Will Georgia finally get the Alabama monkey off the back? We just talked about this one. No, I think that Alabama pulls off the small upset. The ACC title game. I got Virginia. These two teams played a couple of weeks ago, and the final score wound up being like 34-14 or something like that. Wasn't even that close. Georgia completely manhandled Duke. I think they pulled their starters early in the game. I do not see an upset. I know some people might be rooting for chaos. You saw Duke earlier in the year when Illinois played them. Give me Virginia in this one. I think Virginia has gotten better the last couple of weeks, too. Played better.
I actually thought Duke would be better than they are right now. Darian Mensah was one of those top transfer portal quarterbacks, transferred from Tulane and went to Duke, and was one of those guys that was highly sought after. He's a really good quarterback. He's sixth in the country in passing yards, and they got a couple of guys that can get after the quarterback. I would not be surprised. I know Duke's schedule or their record is not as beautiful to the eyes, but I think they are a better team than they have played at times, and so I wouldn't be surprised if Duke actually pushes them to the brink and potentially wins that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Who do you got on that one, Marsh? Duke or Virginia?
I have Virginia winning. I don't want them to win, but
all right, fair. And then we talked about this one earlier in the show, Indiana and Ohio State. I got Indiana in the upset. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. I could see Indiana putting together a late drive when they're down and scoring the game winner.
Indiana has – I've seen both of those teams in person as well. Indiana has – they got a really good football team. And I talked about it. Surratt is a pro. He's a future NFL pro. So is Amar Cooper. Mendoza's probably the first quarterback taken off the board. With that being, and they got a linebacker, Aiden Fisher, I believe, was an All-American last year. I'm like, All-American at freaking Indiana? He's played his butt off, and he's played his butt off this year as well. They get after the quarterback. I just don't think that is going to be enough to stop this potent Ohio State offense, and they have the best defense in the country.
All right, fair enough. And you got Ohio State too, Marsh? Correct me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you have it. There is the conference title games. I also have Miami of Ohio over Western Michigan in the MAC championship. I just do that because I can't root for Western. So give me the Red Hawks.
Come on, man.
Give me the Red Hawks.
What bowl game you guys looking at?
Central?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll look it up in the break.
Let's look and see.
They got a projection for all the bowl games?
I saw it the other day. Okay. They said Illinois was looking at – I only looked at Illinois. I did see Mizzou possibly going back to the Music City Bowl.
Boy, oh boy.
Just call it the Missouri Music City Bowl.
Man.
But
I hope they get into a different bowl. All right, NFL Week 14 predictions coming at you next on 101 ESPN. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Let's get into our NFL predictions. Do you guys believe the Bengals will march into Buffalo and knock off said Bills?
I think it's possible. I do.
I'm asking you if it's going to happen,
yes.
Carey. Thank you.
Lock it in.
Man alive. There's been a lot.
Lock it in.
Here. Okay.
I think they will. I think they are poised to. You got your quarterback. I'm a quarterback back. He's playing really well, and I like it. Yeah, I think Buffalo struggles. They've had some injuries. They've stunk on the defensive end and stopping the run. Wouldn't know that by how some teams don't run the ball against them, but you know, Pittsburgh talking to you. But other than that, yeah, I think some about Joe Burrow that makes me excited to watch him play quarterback. He's a really good player. Jamar Chase out on the edge. Yeah, give me the Bengals.
I got the Bills in this one.
Crazy, man.
I got the Bills by a touchdown at least.
You're crazy, man.
I think Josh Allen is going to move the ball effectively against the Cincinnati defense. I think it's going to be pretty easy for him. And the Bengals will keep it somewhat close early because of their passing game. But like you mentioned, the key weakness for Buffalo is the run defense. And I don't think Cincinnati's going to stay. I don't think Zach Taylor and the Bengals are going to stay patient enough to stick with the run. They can run the ball.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to be patient enough, and they're going to try to put it in the air, especially with T. Higgins back this week. Give me the Bills.
Okay.
I think it's a matchup problem. Marsh?
I also have the Bills. We had a Bills fan text in earlier actually saying that the defense is coming on.
Okay.
I'm going to believe that guy.
Well, it certainly looked good last week, huh, Carey?
Yeah, it looks real good when the team doesn't do what they're supposed to do.
Very true.
Sorry.
Will the Jags grab for a firm hold on first place in the AFC South?
Firm hold, no. Will they win the game?
Well, I mean,
yes.
yeah. Because they would have sole possession.
But I told you the Houston Texans are knocking at the door.
Sure.
So I think Houston is right there. I like what they have. And so, yeah. I think the Jags beat the Colts. And I think it's going to be a really good game for Jacksonville. Indianapolis has been struggling running the football, and really, I think the injury to Daniel Jones is probably more problematic than they're actually letting on. Because if you don't have any mobility, it kind of shrinks your playbook. You aren't going to be doing any rollouts or any boots or any of that action. And Daniel Jones is a quarterback that actually uses his legs pretty well. So if you cut out certain plays in the playbook, and now I'm only a drop back passer, I'm not able to get that mobile aspect of being a quarterback. It limits to what you can do. So I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to take control of that game.
I mentioned this yesterday. The Colts have really struggled in Jacksonville. The last couple of scores, 37-34 Jacksonville, 37-20 Jacksonville, 24-0 Jacksonville, 26-11 Jacksonville, 27-20 Jacksonville. In Indy, the Colts have been fine. In Jacksonville, things have not gone well for them. It's been a house of horrors. So I said horrors, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, give me the Jaguars. I don't trust them at all. But the offense has played pretty well under Liam Cohen. Defense, a little shaky, but with the Colts struggling offensively, like Carey just noted, give me the Jags.
I'm going with the Colts.
Oh.
Told you guys the other day, and this just always happens to me, going up against Jonathan Taylor in fantasy football, and of course he's been not great as of recent. But it's much like when you play the Blues or the Vikings, when you need a get-right game, you play those teams.
Gotcha.
When you need a get-right game, you take me on in fantasy football with the season on the line.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Give me the Colts. I think Jonathan Taylor has a big day.
Is this the week, I like the reverse psychology there, is this the week Lamar and the Ravens offense break loose, or will the Steelers keep things close? I think this game is going to be 23-20 either way, because it always is.
You're not wrong there.
It always feels like it's a 23-20 game. I think it's going to be close. The spread's too big. Aaron Rodgers has not played well in quite a while, but Baltimore offensively has looked shaky. Huge rivalry. You know Tomlin's going to have him fired up. I do have the Ravens winning, but I think this game's going to be close.
I got the Ravens winning as well. Just because I haven't seen enough. I've seen more than enough. I don't even tell you no lie. I've seen more than enough from my damn Pittsburgh Steelers. I got the Ravens. Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, I got the Ravens as well. I don't know, man. The Steelers team, it just feels like this is the year that they don't finish above 500.
Finally.
Don't say
It
that.
happened.
Aaron Rodgers has a thing for getting his coaches fired.
Oh,
He does.
I don't think Tom will be fired, but track record is there. I'll give you that.
Track record's there.
All right, so everyone loves the Bears' chances in Green Bay this week, at least from a betting standpoint. A lot of people, I feel as though it's just lining up to take Chicago again. I wonder if this is one of these games where the Bears come back to earth a little bit. I think Green Bay wins this one, and I won't say handedly, but I could see them winning by 10 or so.
I'm very confused about who the Packers are. Like at one point, they were my favorite to win the NFC when they first made the trade for Micah Parsons. I thought they had all of the pieces to really roll. They still lack a number one receiver. Like they got a bunch of guys that I think are like cut and paste, copy and paste, and they're essentially the same.
Christian
player.
Watson's been good, but he
might be the outlier, but. Yeah. All of the other ones are similar size, similar speed, similar skill set. And
it's like coming out of a Green Bay factory.
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs.
Wicks. Yeah. I'm still a little bit hesitant because I don't know offensively, how well they're going to be in the passing game. I think the defense is outstanding and has played well, but I'm still going to go with the Packers in this game. Until the Bears, if the Bears do it again, I won't go against them more.
I said that last week, and I looked at this. I'm like, I think the Packers. I don't know. Go ahead, Marsh.
Yeah, I think the Packers get it done this week. They've actually been playing better football. I feel like we're still kind of caught up on a game that happened a few weeks ago, but I feel like they've started to find their stride. I think they win this week.
All right, last one. I'm going to be a fool once again. This is it. I think Kansas City handles business. Wins by 4, beats the Texans 24-20.
You took Kansas City.
I think Kansas City wins. Their back is against the wall. This is it. They cannot lose this game.
Wow.
They're playoff. I'll take Reed. I'll take Mahomes. Similar to how a lot of people were taking who last night? Dallas, because they're red hot, right?
Yeah.
Houston, red hot. Both teams on the road against a team that has had success in the past, the Chiefs more so than the Lions, obviously. But I think this is it. This is their season. Kansas City shows up, shells out. All the games are close with the Chiefs, so it's not going to be a blowout or anything like that. 24-20, 20-16, something like that. Chiefs win.
I can't.
I know.
The Texans' defense is really good.
How's the offense?
I'm just about to bring them up. They make my eyes bleed, Anthony.
Like a Steelers fan.
That offense,
pretty much, man.
I mean, you can make an argument. It looked better with Mills under center.
It did. You don't want them.
They still can't run the ball.
No, they can't.
It looks good on paper.
Matters.
You see Nico Collins and C.J. Stroud.
And who else?
Dalton Schultz.
Sure.
Yeah.
A couple young
Christian
guys.
Kirk.
Yeah.
I like Houston. I do. I like
Higgins.
C.J. Stroud looks like he forgot how to play football at times.
I think he did.
After his rookie season.
Yeah.
I like Houston. I like the defense. I like how strong they are on the defensive line. I like how they get after the quarterback. And again, Kansas City has multiple offensive linemen injured. Jawan Taylor not being one of them. Surprise, surprise. He's the one he's still healthy, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody might want him to be unhealthy.
Oh, stop it.
Somebody might. I didn't say I would, but somebody might, right? Sure.
Sure, somebody.
So,
somewhere.
Yeah. Good luck
Houston
stopping
fans.
that pass rush.
Yep.
Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson on the edge. Good luck.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes going to have to be a magician.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. You guys, real quick, got an upset special? What's your upset special? I gave you mine yesterday. It's Jets over the Dolphins. The Jets.
Can my Bengals be an upset?
Oh, yeah. It'd be a significant upset.
Yeah. Bengals over the Bills.
Okay. Marshall.
Outright.
My upset this week. I mean, I didn't really go with any upsets on the pick'em, but I could see those Falcons maybe.
Oh, stop it. Bet the board is next on 101 ESPN.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane. I'm Carey Davis, joined by Andrew Marsh. Our good friend Anthony Stalter is next door on the Courtney Show, talking to them. They are having their radiothon for children's hospitals, a great cause. If you are listening, hopefully you listen to us a little longer, but check in with them and send some money to the children's hospital. They're doing this for a great cause. Been on since 6 o'clock this morning. I think we'll be on till 6 p.m. And Anthony is over there sharing some of his stories with children's hospitals and what they've done for his family. So he'll be back after this segment.
So you were there at the beginning of the show. Yeah. What did you guys talk about when you stepped over there?
Well, we talked about football first, and then they were asking me help them with their picks, and I was like, I don't know if I'm the right guy because I've been getting shot a lot by the airsoft gun for our picks. But we talked some football, and then we obviously talked about Children's Hospital. I've had family members, cousins, and friends that have had their children at the Children's Hospital here in St. Louis, and the great job that they do, not only for the children, but for the families of the children and making sure that everyone's comfortable and the kids are obviously taken care of. So it's just a really cool thing that the Courtney Show is over there doing. Great cause for the Children's Hospitals of America. All right, we got Bet the Board.
Yes, we
Marcy,
do.
what are the standings?
Oh, Jamie's just doing a great job this week. Yeah. This whole week to start off the month of December.
Been outstanding.
4 points for Jamie.
Look at him go.
4-0 so far.
All right.
Carey, you have 3 points.
Let's go.
Anthony has 3 points.
Okay.
I have 1 point. Yeah, not great. Not great.
All right. Well, Jamie did actually text me his pick, and it was odd because he's been on the first period for hockey.
Yeah.
The 1.5 over, and I was like, okay, he's probably going there. And then he texted me, he said, give me Jackson Worley from Troy to score 2 or more touchdowns in their game this weekend versus James Madison.
I
was blown away. I said, and so I looked up this Jackson Worley. He got 5 receptions. He does have a touchdown.
Last game?
Yeah, so he must be hot. And Jamie felt like Jackson Worley of Troy scoring 2 or more touchdowns.
Yeah, they play tonight.
Yeah, so he felt like that would be the best pick for it.
He's going back to the Men of Troy?
He went to the Men of Troy.
He had 5 receptions last game. That's crazy.
No, he 5 all season.
Oh!
Yeah. 5.
Hey, what a play. Hey, he must know something.
He knows something. Yeah, he knows something.
That Jamie's always cooking up something.
He clearly he's winning, right, Anthony?
He's 4-0.
He's ahead of us.
Probably be 5-0 after tonight.
What do we know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, good call.
Yep. Jamie, I'm sorry, Anthony. What do you have?
So Marshy's taught me a good lesson about the alt line.
Yeah.
So I'm saying to myself, why lay the 6 with the Bills when I can lay 4.5? So give me the Bills minus 4.5 against the Bengals. I'd mentioned this before. I don't think that Cincinnati necessarily matches up well with Buffalo. If Cincinnati stuck with the run and consistently ran the ball down teams' throats, that'd be one thing. I would probably stay away.
Yeah.
But this matchup reminds me a little of last night's game when we were all hot and bothered with Dallas, and look at how hot they are. They're fantastic. They're going to make the playoffs. Detroit's in shambles. Oh, that's right. Dallas can't stop the run. Cincinnati can't stop anybody defensively.
Except for Lamar Jackson.
Who is playing, I think, with one good finger, and that's about it. He's so banged up.
He's a hell of a player, though.
Damn right he is.
When he's healthy.
Give me Josh Allen and the Bills minus 4.5 on the alt line. Please and thank you.
I don't even know how to find this alt line that you all speak of. Where is this at? Marshy, how do you find the alt line?
So if you go to a particular game, I'll just head to the Seahawks and Falcons game.
Yeah.
They're right here on my list. A little spoiler for where I'm going.
Where is it at?
Game lines. If you go to game lines, then you just scroll down a little bit. It says alternate spread, and you can kind of move it over.
I got you. Okay. All right.
The more you know, Carey.
The more you know. Well, I'm not going to use that at all. I'm going to go with...
just got a live demo for no reason.
Just wanted to know how it worked. Give me Jamar Chase over 7.5 receptions. Receiving yards would be awesome.
I'll take that too. I want to go in front of Carey, and I want that one. So what is it? Go ahead, because I was talking.
Over 7.5 receptions for Jamar Chase.
Okay.
You said they don't run the ball?
No.
They're going to throw it a lot?
Yes, sir.
Might be down.
Maybe.
Get back in the game.
Probably. Bills by 6.
Let's do it.
7. Bills by 7.
Well, I just said that.
You said it right.
6?
Yeah, 6,
7.
We are children.
6-7, 6-7, 6-7. All right, I'm looking at the Seahawks and Falcons game.
Uh-oh.
What do you think I'm doing?
I think you're going to take the Seahawks on the alt line.
Nope. I'm looking at a prop.
I think you're going to take
Kenneth
Jackson,
Walker.
Smith, and Jigba.
Incorrect. I'm going to passing
Darnold.
props. Not
One
that
interception
quarterback.
thrown.
Not that quarterback.
Who are they playing?
Give me
Seahawks.
a Kirky Cousins interception at minus 112.
Let's see how many he's tossed this year so far.
Well, he ain't played in every game, Anthony, so, you know,
You know why?
because they had a better quarterback.
Man, maybe. We don't even know. He's got one interception against the Saints, and you know what? That was Kyle Pitts, the Unicorn's fault. It went off his hands. Otherwise, Kirk has protected
Taking
the
care of the
football.
ball.
Do you know why he's taking care of the football, guys?
Why?
Do you know why?
Because he only throws it 3 yards downfield.
Exactly correct. Exactly where I was going with that.
This is I'm gonna throw
What
this
do we
out
need?
there.
9? All right, I'll throw a 3.
This is my prediction.
Okay.
Kirky football. He's standing in the pocket. To his blind side, he's about to unload. And as he unloads, just gets popped. As that ball flutters up into the air. 2-3 feet.
Sure.
Maybe a couple yards. 5 yards, maybe. Who knows?
Okay.
Right into a lineman's hand.
Pick 6.
No.
Oh.
Just a turnover.
Okay.
In plus territory.
Then maybe it'll be Easton Sticks time. Easton Stick from
North Dakota State.
That's correct.
Nice. It's a good school, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that your school? Oh, you in North Dakota.
Oh,
That's
watch
the other
yourself,
one.
He's a
Carey.
fighting, he's a
NDU.
fighting hawk now.
What does it go? Go in. How does the saying? What is it?
U-N-D.
No.
Yeah.
Is that it?
What?
Is it UND?
Yeah, you hashtag UND proud.
Oh,
Yeah, UND proud. That's
what
what it
I was
is,
looking
yeah.
on. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
It's not like it's not in the same breath as like fire up chips.
Nah.
Like it's not our like.
But
Yeah, like there's not even a like a chant that says that. It's just a hashtag.
Marsh,
on,
there's
on,
nothing
on
that's-
X.
It's still great, man.
honestly, there's really nothing like fire up chips.
No, there
very
really
true.
isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Fire
the,
up chips, baby.
the best ever.
Carey asked if they're playing in a bowl game. I think they're going to play one of the first bowl games, which, of course, is one of the more important bowl games. They're lined up right now, projections say, against Louisiana from the Sun Belt in Alabama.
Get her done.
So it's basically a road game for us. But you know how we do on the road.
Pretty well.
Yeah, darn right.
Well, they'll set the tone for the rest of the bowl season.
Yeah, right, they will. Absolutely, Marsh.
Will
You ain't lying. Yeah. What?
No, I said, will they? Yeah, you sure? I believe it.
I saw a projection that says Illinois is going to face Tennessee
Let's do it.
in the
about
Music
Mizzou?
City Bowl.
I'd rather face Mizzou in the Music City Bowl.
Me too.
So I can stop hearing all of this nonsense from these folks.
Yeah, can we get that, please, and thank you?
you know what you're
Mizzou
doing.
is lined up to play Georgia Tech in the Gator Bowl, at least according to The Athletic. It's just one projection, folks. It's not final.
Now, Anthony, my school, we did have like a chant, kind of, you just throw it out there. Arnold Water Tower reminded me of this. Not that I need to be reminded, but you say, Sue, yeah, and then everybody else says, yeah, Sue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So,
That is cool. All right.
thank you, Arnold Water Tower.
Hey, have some pride, okay, in your school.
Hey, I'm proud, Anthony. I'm UND proud. What are you talking about?
There it is. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Our final college football playoff rankings. What are our projections? You know, Carey's going to leave out as many SEC schools as he can.
I put them all in there.
No, he won't. That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Blues back in action tomorrow, taking on the Ottawa Senators. Pregame starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. We'll have football for you this weekend on 101 ESPN. It starts tonight, the American Championship. Pregame starts at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Tomorrow, before the Blues get going, we'll have the Big 12 championship game. That is between Texas Tech and BYU. Pregame starts at 10:30 a.m. Kickoff at 11. And then on Sunday, Jags and Colts. Following that will be Blues and the Canadians Sunday. Pregame starts at 5. Puck drop is at 6. If you missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dodge Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our shows there, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. So we're going to give out our college football playoff ranking predictions right now. So this is our rankings that we're just making predictions, not that we
where they will end up.
Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir. And Marsh, you said we're going to go 1 through 12 here.
Yes.
Starting with number 1. Well, if I've got Indiana beating Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, I can't be a fraud when it comes to the playoff rankings. Give me Indiana at 1. Now, wait. Or are we doing this collectively?
No, I think we do it separately.
Okay, we're going to do it separately, guys.
Give me Ohio State. Come on, man. Ohio State.
What are you going to say? You going to say Alabama?
No, hell no.
Sounded like you were.
I was, but I wasn't picking no. I'm just, just digging.
But why would they be number 1?
If they beat, why would they be
okay,
number
just
1?
stop.
Exactly my point exactly. It's the point I'm trying to make, Anthony. There's no way they'd be number 1.
Okay.
They shouldn't even be in the top 4.
I hear you.
Okay.
All right.
There's haters, SEC haters.
I mean, you kind of are. Right?
Ohio State.
Okay.
I have Ohio State at number 1 as well.
Good man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who do you guys have at number 2?
I have Indiana because I think it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
I'm with Carey. I think Indiana loses, but I don't think they drop.
All right, well, although I feel the same way. Okay. I think it's a competitive game. I got Indiana winning in the last minute. So I'll have Ohio State number 2.
Okay.
All right. You guys got 3.
Texas Tech.
I mean, we all have Alabama beating Georgia, so we can't, we all have
Raiders
Texas Tech.
number 3.
Yep, exactly. All right. Number 4, it's got to be Oregon.
It would be Oregon for me.
It would be Oregon.
Yeah.
Marshy?
I have Alabama.
I don't see Alabama jumping that much. But
I don't either.
I mean, you win the SEC championship game, you're getting a bye.
He's right.
I don't know.
Well, Indiana would be a conference title winner. Ohio State would be a conference title winner. Texas Tech would be Ohio State wouldn't. So,
yeah.
Well, no, they changed that rule. I'm just saying.
You think that if they win, they're in.
I was wrong regardless with my thought process.
Yeah.
So strike. I would like it stricken from the record, sir.
It's removed.
All right. I still got Oregon. I don't think Alabama jumps that high either.
I'm there.
I just think the SEC championship game it just means more. Oh, I think.
Oh God.
Well, it does.
Does it mean more? How does it mean? Who does it mean more to? That's
the
like
entire country. Half of this list is SEC teams.
That's like Dallas is America's team. They invented that on NFL films. A guy said it, and then they just ran with it. It was never America's team. He said it, and they started printing it out, and then it was believed. It means more to who? It don't mean more to me.
Is the Big Ten and SEC not the 2 best conferences in this country?
It means more. When you say it means more, you're implying.
Yeah, it means more than the third best team in the Big Ten.
Nah.
Yes, it does.
Nah. I hope they play each other. I hope it. I would hope for. How like basketball has the Big Ten ACC challenge. I would love a Big Ten SEC challenge football style. End all this nonsense, man. Just tired of it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. They told me South Carolina going to beat the hell out of Illinois. We smoked their asses. They had all their players playing. 2 guys. We had 1 guy out. 2 or 3 guys. Hey, come on, man. Don't tell me this nonsense. It means more. To who?
Are you guys seriously going to minimize the SEC champion?
I'm not minimizing
Alabama
it. I just don't think they bounce that high. But I do have Alabama 5, if that makes you feel better.
No, I got Ole Miss 5.
Okay. I got Bama 5. If they win, I do agree with Marsh in some
I can get
some
there with
degree.
that. That's fine.
Okay.
Alabama 5.
All right.
Ole Miss 6.
I can't put Ole Miss 6.
Why not?
They lost to Georgia. I got Georgia 6.
Oh, I forgot Georgia would be in there. They still in there.
Oh,
aren't
I
they?
thought you cursed.
What'd I
You
say?
said forgot. I thought you said something else.
What did I say?
I have Oregon at 5.
Okay.
I also have Georgia at 6.
Okay, so we're just flipped in a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. 7. Now I got Ole Miss.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, this is where things get. Well, I got Texas A&M at 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you said Texas Tech.
No, sir.
I didn't want.
A&M at 8. I have OU at 9.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Now
You got Notre Dame in.
I can't.
You got Tulane, Green Wave.
Well, I got Virginia winning the ACC title game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Virginia.
So it's going to be Virginia and
Why do they have to
no.
be- they can't
Wait,
be
no.
10. They
Sorry.
can't be Notre Dame.
Notre Dame's 10.
10. Yeah.
Then
Virginia,
Virginia, then Tulane.
Tulane.
I have Miami in.
Over
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Yep.
You've been. I mean, hey, you've been. You know what, Marsh?
I think they're setting it up for that. There's a reason. So, obviously, if Alabama wins, they push up even more. But Notre Dame would be right now. They are 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
BYU is 11. Miami is 12. I think one of the reasons why they haven't looked at the head-to-head yet is because those teams have been separated by a few ranks. But once those two teams are now right next to each other, once BYU, in my opinion, loses to Texas Tech, they drop.
Mm-hmm.
Those two teams will be next to each other. And then if they're so close, you have to look at head-to-head. I feel like they will, and they'll ultimately pick Miami and put them in at 10.
Okay. All right.
I got Notre Dame in.
So do I.
I think I could find a way for Notre Dame and Miami to be in. I hate the notion that I think and I picked Duke to beat Virginia. I hate the notion that you got to have a James Madison, and that's no knock on them. I'm sure they worked their butts off.
Those Bulldogs absolutely did.
The Dukes.
Oh yeah, there's a bulldog
They
on
got
the
a bulldog for a mascot.
You know what I meant?
Yep. I hate the fact that I feel that way, but I feel like I can find a way to get Miami and Notre Dame both in.
Okay.
Call me crazy. You could. You can. You might. But
no, I won't.
So
I got them in too.
Who's out though?
BYU's out. Miami does not get in.
Okay, so yeah, but you just said you can.
I don't know.
I don't think Miami and unless Alabama would have to lose
and get
smoked for both of those teams to get in.
Yes,
that's the only way.
I agree.
Unless actually, there's another way that I said the other day. But if Duke beats Virginia, and then James Madison takes that spot over, I don't believe that the committee will leave an ACC team out of this college football playoff. And because Miami and Notre Dame are so close to each other, I think they'd put Miami in.
I could see that.
The ACC would be irate.
Technically would have to, if you're saying it has to be those conference champions. So it's like the conference. It's the SEC champ, the highest conference.
It's the
champ.
highest conference.
It's not necessarily the ACC because Duke is ranked lower than Tulane.
Right, so Duke wouldn't be in.
Duke wouldn't be in.
But it would be Tulane and then the other highest conference champ, which would be James Madison.
Yes.
Right, but that 10 spot, I'm looking at the 10 spot right now.
Yeah.
I believe and right now, for me, it's between Notre Dame and Miami. I don't believe that they will leave an ACC team out.
I think you got too many
if
teams
Duke wins.
don't you?
No, what Marsh is saying is Notre Dame would be out.
Mm-hmm. Notre Dame would be out.
Yes, he's saying Notre Dame would be out.
Okay, I got you.
In that, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If Duke beats Virginia,
Miami would be in as the ACC representative.
rep. Yeah,
Because
even though
I
they
don't
didn't win.
believe they'd leave an ACC team out.
He's not saying it has to be that way.
Right.
You're saying
I just feel that way.
yeah. I'm sorry
That you feel that way.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we accomplished a lot today.
So what matchup do you guys like here? You put it in bracket form.
Ooh,
I didn't have it in bracket.
yeah, I didn't have it in bracket.
Well, by the way, I have North Texas winning this game over Tulane.
Okay, so you just swap out
Yeah.
North Texas and Tulane, but North Texas would still be 12 for you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
What is it? 12 versus 5.
Yeah.
So 12 versus 5. I would
Oregon?
have Alabama and Tulane.
Alabama and
This
Tulane.
feels weird.
Because you know it's gonna be a bleep show.
No, it just feels weird that like I'm looking at it now and Alabama is 5, but I've been saying all show that I still think like Georgia's got to prove that they could beat Bama.
Yeah.
So, but it's weird now that I have it on paper to look at Alabama being that high. I don't know. All right, so I would have Alabama and Tulane. I think you would too, Carey, right?
Well, I had Ole Miss, but you all convinced me that Alabama would be ahead of
That Georgia,
Ole Miss.
yeah, and Georgia would be ahead of Ole Miss because Georgia already beat Ole Miss.
Okay.
So Georgia, it would be Georgia, Virginia, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, and then A&M and Oklahoma. Out of all those, the A&M Oklahoma one would be good, and Ole Miss and Notre Dame would be intriguing too. Yeah.
Good, clean fun, Anthony.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a great weekend of football. I'll tell you that much.
It's gonna be lame reality TV.
No, Bruce,
What? No?
you won't.
Oh.
All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We'll wrap up the show next. miss anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Shaver Door Company. Hey, don't forget the Last Minute Blues podcast is going live at Hot Shots in Fenton on Tuesday, December 16th in support of Operation Food Search. Bring a canned or non-perishable food donation and score one of the brand new Last Minute Blues podcast stickers. You'll have a chance to win a signed Jordan Binnington jersey, tickets to multiple upcoming Blues home games, and even a chance to potentially play our game Good Puck, Bad Puck. Plus, Alex Ferrario, Jeremy Rutherford, and Donnie Fandango will host a live edition of the Last Minute Blues podcast featuring a few special guests that you won't want to miss. Get all the details on the live Last Minute Blues podcast happening on December 16th at Hot Shots Fenton, now at 101ESPN.com. Don't forget, too, that Carey is going to be at Genesis of St. Charles tomorrow. So you can head out there. We'll be out there from 1 to 3, bringing the whole family by for face painting, coffee, and hot cocoa truck. A special appearance by Louie and the Blue Crew. You even get a photo with Louie wearing a Santa cap. Plus, Carey will have a chance to win one-on-one prizes, including a signed Blues puck. That's tomorrow from 1 to 3 at Genesis of St. Charles, located at 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway. Get all the details at 101ESPN.com. Carey, what'd you learn today?
I learned that a lot of people are angry with the committee, and I'm looking forward to what they do. I'm excited. Good, clean fun, man.
Good, clean fun is right. Marsh, what'd you learn today?
I learned that apparently I hate Notre Dame.
And Oregon. And Oregon's court and basketball.
I actually do. I'm not a huge fan of the Oregon Ducks. I don't hate Notre Dame.
You sure?
No, I don't. But just because I say that I don't believe that they should be in the college football playoff doesn't mean, like, apparently that means that I hate them. I don't hate them. I was rooting for them last year in the national title game. I was rooting for Notre Dame last year. This is not a Notre Dame thing that I don't have anything against them.
Okay. All right. Take it easy.
I'm just saying.
We weren't saying it.
Anthony, you were thinking it, though. I could see it on your face.
No. The thing I learned today is that Marsh hates Notre Dame.
Man, he
just don't like him. He didn't even root for him last year in the national title game.
Sure didn't.
He was like, "Go Buckeyes!"
Yeah, he was excited about those Buckeyes.
He said, "Go,
never say that.
Bucky the Buckeye." What's that guy's name? Brutus. Yeah. See, he knows.
Yeah,
he does. He was rooting for him.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, Marsh.
Yeah.
You want to do 3 stars?
Sure. Why not?
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
3rd star of the day. Something special happened at 3:02 today.
Wow.
Anthony being right about something.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
3rd star.
Good job, Anthony.
I appreciate Jeremy Rutherford, who had my back in that moment.
2nd star of the day goes out to all of our listeners that listen out of state. One of those today, our Gauntlet contestant, Robbie.
Yeah.
So really cool. We've had a lot of listeners that listen out of state, so we appreciate that.
All the out-of-state listeners. And in-state listeners, but today specifically.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. 1st star of the day goes out to the I'm kidding. The Children's Hospital.
Yeah. Great job to our sister station, The Arch, specifically The Courtney Show. Did a fantastic job. Carey stopped in for a second. I did as well. The Children's Hospital, near and dear to my heart and my wife Kristen's heart. Our son Killian had pyloric stenosis, and he had a surgery to correct that when he was an infant. And we were at Children's Hospital for 14 straight days, and the people at Children's Hospital were incredible. Nurses, doctors, everybody.
Do a fantastic job.
They really do. So great job. Congratulations to the Courtney Show. I'm sure they raised a ton of money to benefit the Children's Hospital.
Indeed.
So nice work. Nice work. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. We've got the American Championship pregame starting at 6:30. Kickoff is at 7. Tomorrow we've got the Big 12 Championship game. Kickoff is at 11 a.m., but you can listen to the pregame at 10:30. That's all ahead of the Blues and Senators pregame at 5 o'clock, puck drop at 6. Blues also play on Sunday. They'll be in Montreal to take on the Canadiens. 5 o'clock puck drop, 6 o'clock puck drop, 5 o'clock will be your pregame show. That'll do it for us. For Jamie Rivers, for Andrew Marsh, for For Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalls. Have a great weekend. See you.